This week on the Steam Machine Podcast,
it's everyone's favorite time of the year. Come on down because it is time for the STEAMY Awards. Steamy, cue the music.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Steam Machine Podcast. My name is Dalton, and joining me as always is one half of the Destructobras.
It is I, Willie. I have combed through my notes, exhaustively researching everything we played this year, and then I picked some dumb shit that I wanted to instead for some reason. Let's go!
And joining us for, correct me if I'm wrong, his second year on the awards, one Team Retrogue, Mikolov.
Fuck you, Jeff. Watch South Park. You're not winning Best Podcaster of the Year.
We have an award for that? Awesome. I hope I win, but it's probably going to be Justin McElroy again.
Every year we just give it to Adam, but we don't tell him.
He's just got a little trophies that we can't afford to ship to him.
We can't send them to him. We have a very nice trophy case full of trophies with Adam's name on that we appreciate.
I 3D printed them.
We tried to ship them once and they went to New Zealand for some reason. We don't know what happened.
I sent Adam a controller once.
How much did that cost? Genuinely.
I think it was like $40 to ship it.
Damn. For just the shipping.
Speaking of controllers.
Well, no, the controller was sent to me. So I didn't pay for the controller. I just paid to send it to him.
I'm going to probably be in the market for a new one through playing Elden Ring Night Rain. I busted the rubber off of this one.
Oh,
that's right.
dude.
You mentioned this on...
Don't buy a new one.
So that's what it looks like.
Don't buy. I'm pretty sure I can hook you up. I've got controllers.
Fair enough. Then we'll make a deal off air. But
I have one too. You just can't have it because it's mine, and then I can't play Elden Ring with you.
There are many controllers.
Our deal is I have a controller, and I'm going to send it to you.
This is my rifle. It's Xbox This is for fighting. This is for fun.
I don't know why I have so many Xbox controllers. They just keep showing up. Actually, no, I keep buying them.
Barnacles.
I tell you, I have a Razer controller that is modeled after the Xbox controller, and it's wired.
Oh, okay.
And it's nice. It's nice, but there's just something about it that's just not as clean as using an Xbox controller.
Dude, that's why one of my favorite. Oh, I just made noise on the mic. I bumped up my headphones. Sorry, listeners.
Look at you.
I know. Oh, I'm failing. That's why one of my favorite handhelds this year is modeled after an Xbox controller.
Oh, those big grips.
That one is so
my God,
good.
yes.
Yeah,
I mean, it's an ugly-ass handheld, but it's got the Xbox grips.
No, it's not. That is beautiful.
No, the grips make it beautiful, dude.
Look
Function. Function is form,
just
baby.
Wrap your hand around it, move it up and down multiple times, you're good.
I would call it the Panda.
Why?
The Panda handheld.
Panda.
Why? Because it's black and white.
Oh.
And red all
fair.
over. Like a newspaper.
That's fair. It's got the rainbow Xbox buttons, too.
Oh, those are nice, yeah.
Team Retro on YouTube.
I remember in school, you saying that made me think of, we had to watch The Diary of Anne Frank. And I don't remember
I had to watch
if this
that
was
too.
like a theater movie of it or if this was a TV movie. I don't remember what it was. But
made for TV if it's the one I'm thinking of.
There's a scene where they're all sitting around the table and there's an old man and he goes, "Anne, let me tell you a joke. What is black and white and red all over? A newspaper." And he giggles really hard, right? I will never forget my buddy going, "That joke was so stupid. I hope this dude dies." And I looked over.
Doesn't quite know how this movie goes, does he?
And I looked over at him and I was like, "You haven't been paying attention to the book that we've been reading, have you?"
That's horrifying. Oh my God.
And then he thought about it and he went, "Yeah, you're right. That was kind of funny." He had this moment of realization like, "Oh yeah, this is about the Holocaust. Whoops." It's like,
whoops.
One might call that post-nut clarity.
Yeah.
Oh,
Been
dear,
there.
dear.
Oh, Lord. And yeah, I don't know how we got onto that. But yeah, thank you. If you want to send me a controller, man, that would be rad. I will make it up to you somehow.
Yeah, just keep being you.
Look at your boys' wish list, see what you got on there.
We'll let you be on the podcast again, even though you bumped to the mic with your shoulder earlier.
I was with my headphones, Willie.
You know, everyone takes 2 Steamy Awards to get good at it. You'll figure it out next year.
Do we want to get in another argument over to what microphone you're using again?
I'm on my headphones.
That might have been the quietest I've ever been on my own show. like I'm sitting there, and you guys are just going about that microphone. I try to change the subject. We go back to the microphone. We finally get on a different subject. One of you is like, hey, wait a minute. Actually, God damn it.
That episode never made it to air. But it lives on.
I don't even remember what show that was.
It lives on in our newly formed face wrinkles, mostly Dalton's.
Dude, my face is... I don't got face wrinkles. My face is as smooth as my brain, boy.
So I don't know if you guys noticed this in the camera, but I used to get made fun of this a lot. I have one dimple, not on the other side.
Oh, that's actually cute.
It's kind of cute, man. Yeah.
Oh, look, finally something we can agree on. Dalton's cute.
He's cute. You're cute, Dalton.
Hey, I'll take it. So it is
podcast.
The 5th annual, I believe, STEAMY Awards. The show's been around 5 years, so I think this is the 5th year.
That's. Did you guys do the Steamies in the first year?
I don't remember.
Because I want to say I thought that might have been our idea.
Yeah, that might have been started with us. So it might be the 4th annual. I don't know. Someone will correct me in the Discord.
Okay. Whoever it is that keeps track of what scores we give every game.
Brian.
You do a great job, Brian. Thank you, Brian. You tell us.
Brian's the man.
He is. I really appreciate that resource. Like, I feel really crummy for saying the guy, because I know who he is. I just blank for a quarter of a second.
Yeah, the only gripe I have with Brian is he put my name on the Excel spreadsheet as guest.
Well, be more of a host next time, stupid.
To be fair, were you a guest at the first time he put you in there?
Probably.
Because he might have just copy-pasted.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I mean, those columns are doing a lot of work because they also have to deal with, the fact that the original co-host is no longer with us. The second long-running guest host is no longer with us most of the time. Like, he's got a lot to do.
Yeah, I'm just thankful for that spreadsheet at all because it's been a very good reference when we're like, what did we get? Oh, yeah, hold on.
Yeah, the only rating I actually remember giving was Starfield.
Because we gave you crap about it forever and ever, amen.
Yeah, I think for 3 or 4 episodes after that, each time you would be introduced, you'd be like, I'm sorry, Starfield's a 6. I gave it a 9, but it's a 6.
I only said it once.
I still feel like
because you told me I had to go on the show to correct my rating, so that's what I did. And I just never left.
We never got rid of his ass. He's just still here. Some say you can still hear his voice to this day.
God damn it, Dalton.
So I do have a question. Do you still think it's a 6 or is it a 7?
Yeah, it's about a 6-7.
6-7? 6-7?
Okay, that's what you were setting up, you stupid bastard.
Dude, I knew it was coming.
When I was watching Monday Night, I think it was Monday Night Raw recently, and Carmelo Hayes was doing the turnbuckle punches, and he got to 5, and he hit 6, and then he just stopped and looked at the crowd and did that hand thing, and then hit him with 7, and I just cackled. I was like, that's the dumbest shit, but it's funny.
That's a good goof.
Yeah.
You know my appreciation for somebody who can tell a joke in the ring, dude. I love that shit. Yeah. Again, I'm the guy that's still watching old Chikara clips, trying to see what Chuck Taylor did that I forgot about.
Old Chikara. Dude, one of my favorite things, and we can get off wrestling after this, but one of my favorite things that Chuck Taylor ever did was when he would drunk tweet about Wrestle Kingdom.
Yes.
So he'd be like, Hiroshi Tanahashi's hot, I want to tickle him. And then he'd be like, I could definitely kick out of that insult.
Chuck Taylor is the reason we had a screenshot your tweets rule in one of the wrestling threads I read, just because he's going to delete them next morning.
Yeah. Oh, man. So, dude, I'm not going to lie, boys. We played a lot of good games this year.
I know. I was over-freaking whelmed by this list. Especially picking a top 3 was really difficult.
Really difficult. And I didn't play...
To the point where my top 3 changed repeatedly right before up to recording time.
No, I'm pretty settled on my top 3, but man, they were hard choices. And
I feel like there are at least 6 games this year that you could justifiably tell me 10 out of 10 perfect game, your favorite game of all time, and I wouldn't even try to argue with you.
Yeah. The only category that I looked at and immediately had an answer for was worst game of the year.
Oh, yeah.
I think because we only played like 2 bad games this year, so it was a pretty obvious one to me.
I mean, I didn't play all the games this year for the show, but I did play a good chunk, and all the ones I played except the one were fun. So it was a very easy choice. And there is one game on this list that I did not play for the show, but I did play it and beat it prior, so I included it in STEAMY Awards.
I think that's completely fine. I mean, any way you approach the games that are on the show's list, that's valid to me.
Yeah, I will say that was another easy one for me, was the best game we played not for the show. I only had one choice. I mean, I've played some really fun ones, but there was one that was a standout for me.
Let me see what I put for that.
So it's going to be a good time.
I gave it a tie, but actually I'm going to add a 4th one there.
I do have 2 honorable mentions for that as well.
Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and write that down because I completely forgot to. Okay, we're good now.
Alririghty. Boys, let's start off with our number 3s for our game of the year.
May I jump in?
Absolutely.
Go for it.
Because I think I want to upset some people.
All right.
Oh, here we go.
I'm going to upset people by picking a game that I haven't even really played. Only about a third of the way through it. Chained Echoes is that fucking game, dudes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But just,
so
I still haven't given it my official 10 out of 10 yet, but I'm already putting it there above games that I've given a 10 out of 10 to in this top 3 list.
And it made number 3. So it makes me very curious as to what 2 and 1 are going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think that my 2 and 1 are going to necessarily even be in your top 3.
I will say we will talk about Chained Echoes later.
Of course we will. Yeah. There's a lot to talk about.
For sure. Fucking Logan coming in at the end of the year with the bomb.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, he didn't come in at the end of the year with the bomb. We took until the end of the year to slowly diffuse and eat that bomb's flavor.
That's true.
And some of us are still absorbing that into our bloodstream.
Indeed. We still got that tryptophan hangover, boys.
You guys are still feeling the effects of the Grimoire explosion.
Yeah.
Quite true.
Mikola, what about you, man? What's your number 3?
Honestly, Dalton, I would want to hear yours first, only because... Mine? Yeah, because I think I'm going to shock the hell out of you with my number 3, so I want to savor that moment for another minute.
3 is a fun one. I have a shocker on my list, too, but it's not in the top 3.
Okay. My number 3 is a game that I went into not expecting to like nearly as much as I did. I figured I would because of the game style of it. It was very, very entertaining, though I don't think you guys would have guessed I would have liked it as much because of the gameplay, but I did thoroughly enjoy it. My number 3 is Cult of the Lamb.
Wow, it's a Mick pick.
Cult of the Lamb, that is one of those games that every time I was looking down my list, I'm like, I feel so bad because this game is hitting like 3rd place in so many categories. It was a really good-ass game.
Funny enough, slight spoiler for my list. This made number 3 and did not win a single other award.
Wow.
As weird as that sounds.
There's so many things that did really good, but other games did slightly better.
I can actually see that.
But as a total package, wonderful game. So fun, so charming. And I do think I actually gave it a award now I think about it.
But it was one of those games that I started getting into it and then I couldn't put it down. And that counts a lot for me these days when I just get game atrophy a lot, where I'm just like, load something up, play it for 30 minutes, quit, and end up going and playing like Wuthering Waves or something instead. It's just like mindless, go around, smack enemies, do quests.
That's why we have a whole ass category for a game you couldn't put down, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Cult of the Lamb, great choice.
Well, I guess this is my opportunity to return the favor, because my number 3 is again a game that I didn't expect to really, really enjoy, and is also a Dalton pick. That game, my friends, is My Friendly Neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yep. That was... We had a stacked October this season, boys.
We did.
That game was like just out of my top 3, but like, man, fantastic. And
again, it's a game I considered for so many categories, and especially best setting, because my God, what a fun little world that it builds.
It's a game that's so out of my wheelhouse and so out of my comfort zone, and I couldn't put it down.
Yeah.
It was a nice...
Dalton said the gameplay is similar to like a later Resident Evil game, which I would never have expected you to be the one to vibe with.
No. I think it was simply the fact that it was puppets.
Yeah, there's just enough warmth and comfort to it that it becomes less scary and more funny in a way.
Yeah, and just, I don't know, there was a whole exploration aspect to it that I just enjoyed. Like, it was...
Great.
It was just not a game I expected to make my top 3, and here it is, sitting at number 3.
I think when we end up redoing Resident Evil 7 and then doing 8 and then possibly 9, I think that once you get into it, you're going to be like, okay, this feels like you're going to see what I mean, and you're going to know kind of how to play. But you were going to motherfuck me for everything else in that game. I promise.
God, I'm thinking of a scene from 8 in particular that I've seen spoiled in a Let's Play, and my God, you're not ready for it.
At least save that shit for Spooktober.
Oh, yeah,
try
absolutely.
to anyway.
I watched Dave from PlayStation Access do that scene you're talking about in VR.
You know which scene I mean.
Oh, I know absolutely the scene you mean. The without spoiling too much, the dollhouse. Or the house you're running from a big thing.
Okay.
That's chasing you around the house, correct?
I think we are thinking about different scenes, actually.
Really? Okay.
I just want to say that someone with very sharp knives puts them to use.
Oh, okay. Not the same. It's not the same scene. No, the one that I'm thinking of. Well, I'll just tell you. Mikolov, I feel like I love you enough that I will tell you that you have this to look forward to in Resident Evil 8. There is a house where you are chased by a giant, like, zombie baby thing.
Oh,
and if
that's not the one I meant.
And if it catches you, it will eat you in first person. And I watched Dave from PlayStation Access, who is not a horror fan, much like you, do that in VR and watched him get eaten. And it was fucking hilarious.
So the scene I'm talking about, I saw the Game Grumps do it, and they famously hate scary shit too, especially Dan. And so yeah, just seeing people who are big wimps with horror content play through horror content is such a delight.
It's fun. They always
they did a PT video, must be seen to be believed.
I wish I had recorded me and my buddies playing PT when that bitch made all three of us jump at the same time, and that. Us doing that made us flip the love seat we were sitting in backwards. Just so a big couch, just
oh shit!
But again, the fact that you have that story now, like that game refused to be recorded. It lives in memories now. It's a legend. Yeah. It is bigger than it could have been as a game.
To the point that if you want to go online and find a PS4 that still has it installed, it'll cost you like $1,000.
Oh, it was delisted.
I was about to say I'd pay about $1,000. I think
it was taken off the store.
Not only delisted. It was the game deleted itself too. Yeah, if you had it on your hard drive and were connected to the internet, it would sabotage.
No, it wasn't quite that bad. But if you uninstalled it, you could never install it again.
Never get it back. Okay.
So people who have it installed, like they leave it installed because they couldn't play it otherwise.
That's like my Xbox 360 with Turtles in Time Reshelled. That was delisted, and it's on my Xbox 360 still. The logos and all the like box art and everything are gone. It's just a big old question mark, but it still boots up and plays.
And fun fact, my next pick for the show is delisted on Steam.
Really? No wonder you had to give us that special secret file. Now I'm even more curious than ever.
And me too, motherfucker. I'm gonna be looking into why it was delisted. I'm like, why?
Is it a multiplayer game? Is it something we can play together? Or you know what? You'll tell us at the end of the show.
Ooh, I don't know about now. At one point, we could have.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. Okay.
I still have no idea.
I think I have a guess as to what it is.
Well, we'll have to see.
Okay, I'm not going to say anything else, but my brain is running now.
The brain is braining.
Man. We got a big old list here. Where do we want to start? Let's start with...
Just pick a category, baby. We got so many
Most fun.
Okay.
Most fun.
What was the game that you found most fun? This time we're going to start with Mick, because he's got a gray shirt.
You got gray in your shirt.
White and...
Okay, but that's digital camo.
You're channeling his inner John Cena. We can't see him. Dalton's not wearing a shirt. Oh, wait. Dalton's wearing a shirt. Willie's not wearing a shirt. I'm a tired man. I am constantly and consistently tired all the time. All right, so most fun. This was a hard one. So there were a lot of fun ones. Subnautica almost won this title.
Ooh,
almost.
I like...
Because, but then when I thought back to Subnautica, it was a lot of fun, but I don't know how fun it is to constantly be checking oxygen levels and having that constant sense of suspense and everything. So that, the base building in that game was fun, but I just like base building. The game that
before I met you two guys, I thought I was a priss about survival mechanics in games. Now I feel like Johnny fucking Appleseed out there.
You have been hardened in the fires of, I don't know, stuff.
Hey, I like Ark.
Minecraft
I like my survival games on land.
I mean, that is why Subnautica is so freaking scary. You're not supposed to like it.
Yeah. So getting back to most fun here, I picked a game
Of course, sorry.
that had a lot of stuff in it. Took me a lot of time to beat.
Yeah.
Had some really, really, really fun side quests. And we're talking side quests that I love, that you guys hated. I still love them. And one of my favorite side quests was being a 16-year-old pop idol. So I gave most fun to Yakuza 5 Remastered.
That was not a side quest. That was a main plot, and I loved it. And I think you have chosen very wisely.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Playing as Haruka was awesome.
Yes. Haruka is just, we finally get to see her grown up following her dream, and that was really cool.
And then she blew it.
Arguable. We can talk about it later.
Okay.
So I'll go next. So for mine, man, this game came onto my radar, started playing it. I'm like, okay, I see what's going on with this. And I just started having so much fun running around, exploring, doing battles, finding chests, then unlocking the reward board and doing all that stuff and just really loving that. Then getting the sky armors and being like, oh, this just adds a new shit to it, man. The most fun that I had this year, honestly, was with Chained Echoes.
Wow.
Crossed my mind too. The only reason I didn't give it that award is because I usually put most fun or best action combat as my secret 4th best game of the year, and I put it in my top 3, so it was already clear.
Real quick, I have a joke idea.
Yes.
One new award, but we give it at the very end.
Okay.
The game that wins the most awards gets the Claire Obscure Expedition 33 award.
I was genuinely going to make a joke at the start of this podcast about the only game show award that Claire Obscure doesn't win everything on.
In all fairness, last year it would have been the Baldur's Gate 3 award, so just
But the thing is, we're not talking shit about Claire Obscure as a game. No. Apparently it rules. It's just, we need to play it now so we can make our own judgment. Yeah. Because is that game a 33 out of a 10 or merely a 10?
Well, I'll tell you, I know on Drop Frames, when they do their Game of the Year award type things, for a long time they had the No Man's Sky award, but then No Man's Sky got good and Cyberpunk came out, so they changed it to the Cyberpunk award.
That's
Cyberpunk got good
now
too.
Cyberpunk got good.
So what next? Fallout 77 award for game?
Actually,
bad
you know
news,
what?
Guys.
You know what? I'm sorry. I don't think it wasn't No Man's Sky. It was the Fallout 76 award.
Oh.
Now that I'm thinking about it. And that game finally got to the point where people were like, didn't hate on it anymore. So yeah, I'm curious what it'll be this year. But yeah.
That is kind of the holy trinity of games that they promised the world, sucked ass on launch, and eventually got good.
Yeah, eventually got good.
Also, I called it Fallout 77 because I was cross-pollinating with Cyberpunk 2077. Thank you for fixing the year.
So, Willie, what was your most fun, man?
Usually I write a little explanation down here so I can at least know what I was thinking or my talking points, and all I wrote in capital letters was bloodshed!
I knew that would be your pick for this.
Yeah.
I just really got hooked hard by that sucker, It was exactly what I got to play Doom and Vampire Survivors at the same time. Great game. That reminds me, I need to throw a shout out to Megabonk on here.
Yeah, Megabonk is in my, I'll bring it up later.
I'll go ahead and add it to mine too.
Alrighty. Let's see.
No questions about this one. That one was an easy choice.
Yeah, Bloodshed was right up your alley. Let's see. Best action combat.
Where's that on my list here?
It's Willie. I'm gonna let you start this one off, man.
All right. You know how I mentioned that this is often the spot I reserve for my kind of 3rd best game of the year or 4th best game of the year role? Here's another 10 out of 10 game that I just couldn't put in my top 3 because I really just had so many amazing games to put there. I'm sure you guys were probably expecting it to be possibly my game of the year. Doom Eternal.
Oh. I honestly expected that to be your number 2. So I'm thrown.
It was in the number 2 slot several times before I shuffled things around. It kept almost making it over and over, which is why I said, you know what? Best combat, we put it there. It's about ripping and tearing, and it makes ripping and tearing its most pure form yet.
Yeah.
It is the apotheosis of the combat of 2016.
Tearing.
So much summarily tearing.
Oh, summarily terribly. I dated her in high school.
That's the I was gonna say, that's my roller girl name, dude.
Mikolov?
Best action combat. Went to a game that you guys got me into. A series that you guys got me into. And in that series,
So what was it? Was it the Dragon Engine?
it was a change of engines, yes, to where the combat really felt a lot more fleshed out than in the previous game that I had played. So I'm giving best action combat to Yakuza 6: The Song of Life.
Very, very close to making mine until I decided to use it for my secret number 4 spot. Great combat in that game. A joy of beat 'em ups.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Absolutely.
Just so fluid, so weighty.
My best action combat came from a game that I honestly value the story more than the combat in it. But the combat was really good. Felt really nice. Felt weighty. Felt like they had an engine change.
Did you feel like a dragon?
I felt like a dragon because I also gave best action combat to Yakuza 6: The Song of Life.
Great choice, boys.
Just fantastic.
Not that
What a
Yakuza
fantastic-
5's combat was bad, but it was
No, for what it's
definitely...
worth, I actually thought the remastered games had some really fun, light, springy combat to them that I enjoyed. But 6 was just so much heavier feeling, and I
Yeah.
just liked it.
It took a little bit of getting used to coming right from 5, but once I got used to it, I'm like, you know what? I like this better.
And you came right from 5, right? Like, you finished up 5 in the build-up to us recording 6, right?
Yes. Yeah, because I think...
So you were like day between the two games at the most.
Yeah, because I hadn't beaten it for the podcast. I had to beat it before playing 6. So yeah, I kind of marathoned through it and then went right into 6.
I'm glad it brought you the joy that it should have, because...
No, go ahead, boy.
That was the whole sentence,
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
There was nothing after because. I didn't have a rest of that sentence.
I just wanted to say it's a testament to how good those games are that you were able to run 5 right into 6 and not burn out on it.
Yeah.
You started 5 as the baseball boy, right? Like, that's where you picked it back up?
Yeah. That's where I actually fell off
Okay,
of it, too, because I didn't care for Baseball Boy all that much. But then I
Me at first,
actually...
neither. But I think that was a good picking back up point. I was going to say, if you had to start over from Saejima, that would have been a longer haul.
But I liked Saijima's side story. I liked the hunting side quest, and nobody else did.
I did too. I don't know why. I did too. I liked the other two didn't. We did.
Oh,
I think it was Nate that didn't like that a lot. Like I thought it dragged, but I didn't mind it.
I think Nate literally said he just didn't touch it again after the first time he had to do it. Like, he was just like, I'm not into this shit.
No, and I know I said this on the episode, it reminded me of Monster Hunter Freedom Unite.
Sure. And I got that, like, survival aspect of it, even though I haven't played Freedom Unite. Like, I thought that made the character feel more like, he's just escaped from jail in this terrible, cold little village.
Now, Saejima as a character...
Props to Saejima.
Or he played the worst in the actual fighting, but I love the hunting.
That's because he's a big old heavyweight. Someone's got to be the big beast brute, you know?
Yeah, I hear you.
At least when we get to the next part, we don't have to worry about characters feeling slow anymore.
I don't know how I feel about going turn-based.
Mm-hmm. I know. Isn't that so exciting that we don't know how to feel about it?
I have played the first 30 minutes or so of Like a Dragon. I promise you, within the first 5 minutes, you will be like, all right, I'm in. This is ridiculous already. It's fun.
Okay.
I'm just imagining it's just going to be like, instead of just Yakuza, it's going to be Yakuza plus Dragon Quest. And I'm going to go, oh, okay, this is cool.
Basically exactly what it is.
So who's next?
I think Dalton has to go. Oh, no, we all did best action combat. You want me to pick
I'm looking. I was actually...
by who I meant what category,
Oh, okay.
sorry.
The category I was going to recommend next. Oh, go ahead, Willie, or Mick, if you want to pick one.
Well, I was just going through the list. Since we did action combat, do we want to just jump right into best turn-based combat?
Well, that's funny that you mentioned that, because I was going to say, since we were glazing Yakuza, do we want to do the Kazuma Kiryu Best Hero Award?
We can do that one.
Interesting.
And then we can do Best...
Just turn-based combat.
Yeah, we can do that after that. So,
Okay.
the Kazuma Kiryu Best Hero Award. I'll go first on this.
I have a winner. Oh, you sure you want to go first? You don't want to let someone else take control?
Would you like to go first? Normally, I try to make one of y'all go first.
I said we would talk about this character later. My hero of the year is Haruka Sawamura from Yakuza 5.
Wow.
Really?
Really?
Very nice choice.
Okay.
It was such a change up in the game's central mechanics, but it still completely fundamentally worked as a Yakuza game. And the fact that we got to know so much more about this character who had mostly been kind of, you know, a protected figure, almost like a plot point more than an actual, you know how like, Spider-Man's family exists to get kidnapped because everyone knows his real identity. That's basically what Haruka was kind of like up to this game. And then they finally let her shine on her own and be a real hero of herself. And I thought that was huge. And I just enjoyed her dancing, her singing, her everything about the gameplay. Like, I started looking up videos about how to dance after playing that because I just had so much fun playing video game dancing as her.
Yeah, that section of that game was an absolute blast. Especially with all of us liking rhythm games.
And it was really nice to go through a part of that game and not have to deal with the random encounters.
Yeah, like, instead of the random encounter, she has a system where she can choose to challenge people to dance battles. You don't have to engage with that if you don't want to. Yeah. You can just walk around the city freely if you want.
It's just, I don't know, there's just sometimes in a Yakuza game where I'm just trying to get from A to B, and it just really frustrates me when, like, a random battle hits. And I know that's something we've been dealing with since time immemorial, but it just got especially annoying.
Some of them are worse than others.
Yeah, it just got especially annoying in that game, to the point where in Yakuza 6, I was glad that you could see them visibly on the map walk towards you and you can go the other direction.
Yeah, and I think the prequel one, Zero and the Kiwamis do that as well. So
God, Yakuza 0 is so fucking good.
I still need to find time for that one.
When you do, you'll be rewarded, because now you've developed an attachment to Kiryu and you see the end of his story. You're going to love the beginning of it, I think.
And that was my problem with getting into it the first time, is I had zero appreciation for Kiryu. I thought he was just a young asshole, arrogant little shit. And then I actually got to play older Kiryu, and I got to find out he's really a charming person. So now I'm more invested. It's just a matter of time.
And now you get to go and play as him as a young, arrogant little shit.
Yeah.
And see him turn into the man that you know him as, which is the original way that was supposed to go. We just did it like, let's start there and move forward.
Yeah, I came in on the middle of y'all's journey.
Well, we're just glad you're with us on the footpath today.
Mick, who is your
pick? Kazuma
Kiryu Best Hero Award?
I had to do it. You know I had to do it.
You actually did it.
I actually did it. The Kazuma Kiryu Best Hero Award goes to Kazuma Kiryu.
Yeah.
Yep.
It has to happen sometimes. He's a great hero.
Maybe the final year that he is eligible for it.
Well, that's what it is, because we got to see the end of his story in this year, and that's not to say we're ever going to see the last of him, but I'm pretty sure we've seen the last of him as a primary playable character. So
there's one more.
Yeah, there is still
one more. I'm not counting. Yeah. Oh, Man Who Erased His Name.
The Man Who Erased His Name.
I was going to say I'm not counting Ishin.
That is a Gaiden game.
Oh, I didn't think about Ishin.
It is either, Like a Dragon Gaiden. And technically, Ishin, he looks like Kiryu, but it's not Kiryu.
But it's a different.
No, but it's yeah.
Yeah.
I actually am curious about Ishin, because that's kind of a cool concept to me.
Samurai game, I'm immediately in.
Yeah.
That's all you have to say to me.
The newer version that they came out with recently, the kind of Kiwami version of Ishin, where it like has characters from Zero and stuff in it. Like that seems really cool.
Yeah.
So
all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I tried very hard not to let Yakuza dominate this list, but with just the order, the order we went in.
I'm telling you, that is a struggle every year, baby.
The order we went in for categories has just happened to fall on Yakuza games.
And with 2 huge installments of the series to play this year, some of the biggest ensemble casts of the game, you know, like, there was a lot of Yakuza to think about this year.
There was.
Yeah. I will tell you that up until today, my answer for this question was also Kazuma Kiryu.
It was almost a Ryuga Gotoka sweep. So what happened?
I just really started thinking about it. All the games that we had played and the different characters that we had played as. And the ending for this character in the game was just so beautiful, wrapped up so perfectly. And to watch him really struggle throughout the game with what he's having to go through and the things that he's dealing with and the failures. But for it to never overcome him in the ways that it did some other people throughout the game. My answer is Glenn from Chained Echoes.
kind of had a feeling he was going to be on
Actually-
your short list for best hero.
I actually have an honorable mention down here. It's not the same game, but Agnia from Octopath Traveler 2 also really inspired me with her kind of dancer type of role. But yeah, as you started to say that, and you just said, never lets it get him down. I'm like, yeah, that's...
I think
he wouldn't be doing this about Kiryu because it's too obvious of a joke. So it's probably Glenn who was there for the apocalypse twice at the point I'm in the game.
I mean, it did almost break him at one point to where he was hallucinating about children, but he did overcome it.
Yeah, what I mean is he never turns to the dark side.
Gotcha.
Like say Killian did.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. Best turn-based.
All right. I guess I'll go first.
Well, I feel like this one only came down to a couple of games, so there's not that many options. What do you got for us, Mick?
I mean, there's really only one turn-based game that I remember playing for this show that was really, really good, and it's Chained Echoes.
All right. I think that's completely fair. Chained Echoes obviously a top-notch game. I think I slightly preferred the combat system of Octopath Traveler 2. I liked the way you could stack attacks. I think both of them had really great systems for the battle time, basically. And I thought that the overdrive gauge in Chained Echoes was good, but I don't think it was as good as the, tripling up your attacks in Octopath was. Like, when you hit with a big old slam jam all at once, it felt so good.
I mean, that is fair. An Octopath Traveler series does have a really good combat system as well.
But again, this is delicious apples and tasty oranges.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could have easily picked either game, but it might be a recency bias, but I went with Chained Echoes. I really enjoyed it. I liked the party swap mechanic. It reminded me of Final Fantasy X.
That was good. Yeah, the way the time worked exactly the same as in 10 was really cool.
It was a really nice system, so I gave that one to Chained Echoes as well.
No objection here. That is a great choice, and I'm glad we were a little bit split because I feel like both voices needed to be heard. But I don't argue with you guys at all here.
Yeah, I just unfortunately wasn't on the show for Octopath 2. Otherwise, it would have been a contender as well.
Here's one I'm very interested in, boys.
Okay.
Best setting.
I literally wrote a short list of 7 titles down, kept arguing in my head as to which one it was going to be, and then looked back at the game list and picked an 8th game to be it, and immediately didn't look back.
Go ahead.
I'll say with mine, I struggled for between a couple, maybe 3 or 4. But once I really thought about it, I solidified one. There was no arguing with it, so I'm curious.
That's basically exactly.
I wonder if we picked the same thing.
Go then?
Yeah.
We may have done. I picked Planet 4546b, Subnautica.
Okay.
We did not pick the same thing.
I did not expect that
Really?
at all.
I can't imagine. No game's just stuck with me in a setting that hard.
Wow.
Fair enough, dude.
That's a deep cut.
It's a very deep aquatic cut.
Get
I see what you did there, you sneaky little sneaker.
That's gonna make waves throughout our listenership.
Wuthering Waves?
Well, I guess I'll go ahead and say mine, since I thought I was going to guess the same thing as you, and I didn't.
So that means that yours is Pathologic too.
God, no. What an awful setting that game. No, the atmosphere-wise, that game's great. But setting-wise...
If there's a point for worst setting, props. That game was upsetting.
Yeah, that game was upsetting.
They put the setting in upsetting.
That is very true. That is 100% right. It really did. Mine was a game that I never got around to until we did it for the show. And
okay, yeah, this came close too. This was on the short list.
Once I got into it, man, I was just absolutely infatuated with it, with the way it looked, with the storytelling that's there for you to find. I just adored everything about it, man. My best setting is the Isle of Mist.
That one was on my short list, and that was a really tough out. If Subnautica didn't just absolutely jump on me, I would have absolutely been thinking about Myst right now still.
Yeah, something about those pre-renders, and even the 2021 version that just looks beautiful in Unreal Engine. I think it is. It's just both of
gorgeous
them,
game,
fantastic, dude.
Gorgeous game, great. It does such a great job of telling that story in it's not even show don't tell. It's more see the after effects.
Yeah, it's just
beautiful, beautiful.
Mick, what about you, bud?
So, I also chose the Isle of Mist for the exact same reason. But
great choice.
The only reason I chose the Isle of Mist is because I'm giving an award to another game in another category that was the original choice, and it's my runner-up for best setting. Because because there are 2 games that I played that had really, really good settings in which the setting told the story. I wanted Myst to be on my list, so without spoiling that other category, I decided that Myst needed to win this award just so that I had an award for Myst.
And I had so many runner-ups for this, too. Onamichi from Yakuza 6.
That was also on my short list.
The I guess, Solar System from the Outer Wilds. The Europa from the Turing Test. Like, there were so many games that had really great settings.
The Europa was really cool.
Yeah.
That was really cool. All right, man. Willie, pick a category.
All right. In that case, I'll get to do the one I was going to have the most fun with then. I've got a category here for Best Song of the Year vocals, unless you guys think it's too early to go into that.
We can do the music stuff, man. Let's do the music ones, and then we'll give our number 2s.
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
Okay.
So my number 1 Song of the Year vocals is Ichiban Kasuga Judgment Shinpan.
Okay. That's from 6, right? 5.
No, it's not in either of those
song.
2. It's
not in either of those 2.
It's in 0.
Yes, but I'm doing Ichiban's version.
Dave the Diver.
It's from Dave the Diver gets the award. Ichiban, Kiryu, and Dave, Judgment Shinpan from Dave the Diver, Ichiban's Holiday.
I forgot about that.
Like I said, you guys are either going to hate that pick or go, can I change mine?
No, I wanted to pick Judgment because we covered it. We did a cover of it.
We did.
For the Yakuza 6 episode. But I was like, we didn't. And yeah, I completely forgot about Dave the Diver.
We didn't play 7, but we did play Dave the Diver.
Play Dave the Diver, and that song is in Dave the Diver. God damn it, Willie.
I'm so good at what I do.
You loopholed.
I'm a rat bastard, and I have no apologies.
One might argue that you're sitting there in your loophole, and that makes you have a loneliness loop. See what I did there?
Loneliness loop.
That's my pick. From Yakuza 5 Remastered. Very easily could have been so much more, but Loneliness Loop stuck in my head a lot longer than so much more did.
Can I ask you a question?
The thing is, so much more had to deal with being kind of like the theme song of the character, too.
Yeah.
Like, it was her signature song, so it has a lot to live up to.
When you're talking Loneliness Loop, are you talking just Haruka or Haruka with T-Set?
Just Haruka. But really the best time that you hear that song is when it's both of them in the competition. But no, I like Haruka soloing that song more than the Princess Cup whatever scene that was.
Okay. Word. My Song of the Year vocal is Loneliness Loop featuring T-Set.
We have a roundabout Ryuga Toka fucking sweep here. Finally, it happened.
From Yakuza 5, so I had to specify.
Because this is an audio podcast, he almost made me spit out my soda.
Yeah, he lost it. He's on his mouth on face, just mouth on face, hand on mouth.
Oh my god,
trying to recover.
Yeah, that's a great fucking song, man. It really is. It's so fucking catchy. It's just when you said you picked Loneliness Loop, I looked at my list and went, "You son of a bitch." That's what I was like. Did we pick the same one? We didn't, though. We picked 2 different versions. So
these are the moments I love doing this show. Like it is so fun.
I mean, I didn't even think of that part of it. I just like the song.
I listened to both. And
you actually listened to both beforehand just to make sure you were picking that?
Yeah.
I will be honest, I actually listened to the karaoke from Ichiban's Holiday to make sure I was certain about my pick, too.
Yeah.
But the moment I thought of it, like a Grinch smile came across my face.
For both of the songs of the year, I went through and was like actually listening to songs and being like...
I did too.
And then in doing that, I ended up with my soundtrack of the year. So...
soundtrack too. So you want to do all of them together then? All 3?
Yeah, so let's do Song of the Year, non-vocal. Now I'm really curious, Mikolov, what is your non-vocal
You'll never guess it.
I feel like I'm the only one that has a predictable one this year.
So, I picked a song from a game I did not play on the show, but you guys played.
Cool. Okay.
The problem with this song, it's based on another song from another game that I really hope that we get to in 2026.
I picked Rooftop Run from Sonic Generations the first year we had this category. You can do anything you want. It doesn't have to be original to the game.
No. It's a song that the person who made the song based it on a song from a game that I want us to play for the show.
Oh.
The problem with the song is that the way that you guys played the game, you would never have heard that song.
Oh, shit.
You
okay.
have to play this specific game.
I thought about this one, too.
You have to play the specific game with the purpose.
In a way that we wouldn't. I don't have the heart for it.
Yeah, you have to play a specific game with the purpose of going in to try to get to that song. That song is from Undertale, and that song is Megalovania.
Yeah, Sans theme. Okay.
Yeah.
Very, very, very much something I considered as well. That's...
What?
Yeah.
What fucking game are you wanting to get for the show that has anything to do with that?
Megalovania. No. Megalovania.
No, that doesn't even make sense for this show.
Megalovania is inspired by another song called Megalomania, which is in a game called Live Alive.
Oh, okay. That's not where I thought you were going with that.
Oh, Live Alive. Okay. I know about Live Alive. I've never played it, but I know about Live Alive. Okay.
Okay, that's super cool. That is a rare pick indeed. And that's one of those games that I feel like never came out here that people really loved, kind of like Terranigma.
Well, it is translated, remastered, and released on Steam. So it is on my short list for 2026.
Wonderful. What great suggestion. And way to bring a new game to our attention for the shortlisting. Like, that was a great way to debut it.
I have my moments sometimes.
So, Willie, you said that yours is predictable. So do you want to go ahead and say it, or do you want me to go first?
I thought you were about to say, so you want me to guess it? No, mine is Travelers, the theme from the Outer Wilds.
Okay.
Like, that is the song that stuck with me the most this year.
Didn't we sweep Sunshine Coastline last year with this category?
We did.
That's what I thought.
That's because that song is fucking perfect.
That song is perfect.
You cannot introduce an action RPG better than that.
Yeah, that song literally like inspires me to go have an adventure.
Yeah, exactly. It still makes me want to get out and do shit, real life style.
And I think if we had played a Ys game for the show this year, I think that might have whatever song we would have come across probably would have been a contender too.
Ys and Trails, man. Falcom.
Yep.
They know what they're fucking doing.
Falcom knows what they're up to, boy. I like that I accidentally talked over you, but we said the exact same shit in different words. So whoever you heard, they were saying the same thing as the other guy.
I will tell you that I think Traveler was my favorite part of the Outer Wilds, was just that dude sitting there playing that song.
Yeah, especially when you just ran into individual of the astronauts just playing their part of the song. That was like really beautiful.
Just awesome. My song of the year, non-vocal, to no surprise of anyone who knows how much I love heavy metal, goes to BFG 10K from Doom Eternal.
Yeah.
Song just goes fucking hard, and it's the moment where they introduce the biggest fucking gun you've ever seen, and you blow a fucking hole in the moon. I think it was Mars.
In Mars.
That's right. You blow a hole in Mars.
Yes.
It's fucking awesome. And the guitar is just like just that low 8 string. Makes me want to bust the 9 string out and just do low, heavy chugs.
Yeah, Mick Gordon could do no wrong on that soundtrack, dude. That was insane. And I'm surprised you were able to pick one song out. BFG 10,000 is a great choice. There's so many of them.
Well, like I said, I did a lot of listening in like both the Yakuza, Doom, and a few other games that we did. I did a lot of listening to try to figure out what I wanted to do, because these are the ones that are really important to me as a musician. I'm like, okay, so people are going to be like, oh, well, Dalton's a musician. What's he going to pick? So, soundtrack of the year.
But I mean, you do not pick that lightly. In fact, the only reason I didn't pick a Doom song for non-vocal song of the year, I mean, in part because Travelers was so inspiring, obviously, but also because a lot of them had really subtle vocals, even if they were in like fake demon languages and stuff. So I didn't want to have to pick through which ones were vocal and which ones weren't.
I mean, if they're not prominent vocals, I would
incidental.
Count it.
Yeah,
like,
I see what you're saying.
Like if there's a song,
I took it very literally,
where you have like the going on in the background, but it's not a main focus. Like obviously, like Libra Fatale, that would be a vocal song.
Yeah, right. But one of the songs literally has like a chorus yell, "Kar und Tuk, rip and tear," and I'm like, I can't count that one, you know.
I mean, that sounds like a vocal to me.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It counts as a vocal song, not a non-vocal song. Just because one of the languages is made up doesn't mean it's Anyway, carry on, Dalton.
Soundtrack of the year, boys.
So Mick Gordon could do no wrong in Doom Eternal. That is my pick.
Willie went Doom Eternal.
I didn't want to have to think about whether songs were vocal or not, so I just said, fuck it, Mick Gordon whipped ass.
I'll just go ahead and say
Give it to him.
I'll just go ahead and say this. I think Yakuza 5 had more standout songs. I think Doom Eternal had a better soundtrack. I give it to Doom Eternal as well.
All right.
This one was a hard one for me. Because usually the RPGs are the ones that really get me going as far as soundtracks. And I didn't talk about this on the show a couple weeks ago, but Chained Echoes, the soundtrack did not speak to me, and it's probably my one complaint about that game is the soundtrack was not as engaging as I thought, to the point where I really didn't have a problem with playing that game with the sound off.
That's strange, because I've had like the Kolkata Mountain Range and the Rowan Fields theme stuck in my head on and off for weeks.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. The music isn't bad in any sense of the word. It just didn't
just didn't grab you.
Yeah, it just didn't wow me the same way other RPGs had.
And I mean, we are comparing it to Octopus Traveler, and Undertale.
You just said Octopus Traveler?
No, it sounded like he said Octopus Troubler, which is even better.
That is what I said the second time. The first time I said, when I realized, it's the name I call it in my own head, because if you read the kana very literally, Octopasu Trabura, it could also be pronounced as Octopus Troubler. So it's just what I always call it in my own head. I just forget that I don't usually say that shit out loud.
I mean, that's just like I learned the other day that Dodger calls Lies of P Oily Timmy.
Oily Timmy?
Like now in my head when I see that game, I'm like, oh yeah, it's Oily Timmy.
He does look kind of oily.
That's great.
So, and anyway, yeah, to your point, Willie, I had to give it to Undertale.
Impossible to argue. Toby Fox is a genius, especially musically.
He is now writing songs for Pokemon games, because Game Freak brought him on.
Yep. He's got not only Pokemon games, they gave him his own soundtrack to a separate RPG they made too, right?
And now he's called Toby Vulpix.
Shut up, I kill you.
Oh, fuck you both. Why don't you evolve
into somebody that gets a better joke?
That one was funny.
Let me go write some stories. How about Nine Tails?
Okay, you're back on the list. You're good.
And I'm not going back again.
Mikolov, what you said about Chained Echoes, I thought the music in it was good, but nothing really stood out to me. Like, for instance, in Trails in the Sky, Willie can help me out if he remembers the actual name of it, but I think it was called, like, Cat on the Rooftop. And it's just this song that plays, and it's one dude playing an acoustic.
Yeah, it's just a finger-picked acoustic guitar song that's used as a town theme in Trails SC, or FC, and it's
so fucking
really
beautiful.
I think it is just called, like, Cat Relaxing on a Roof.
Yeah, it's something like that. And, dude, it stuck with me to the point that I started to learn it, and I need to go back and finish learning how to play it. I just need to get better at finger picking.
Do you remember when I was briefly learning finger picking on my guitar? That was because I wanted to learn how to play that song, and I wanted to work up to it.
Yeah, so I didn't get any instances like that in Chained Echoes, so I understand where you're coming from as far as the music goes in that.
Yeah, it's weird because like every game has that one song, or every RPG I should say has that one song. Chrono Trigger has it, the Final Fantasies usually have it, and I'm just surprised that Chained Echoes didn't have one.
All right, there's actually one more I want to do before we get to our number twos.
Okay.
What was
our... did you give your soundtrack, Dalton?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you said Doom Eternal, right?
Doom Eternal. Yeah, Doom Turtle, as you call it.
Doom Turtle. That's what I said. I did it on purpose this time, unlike Octopus Troubler, which I really didn't mean to say.
Doom Turtle. Like, that's one that I use too because of you, Doom Turtle.
Yeah, Doom Turtle's great. It's fun to say.
What was our smallest surprise?
Yeah. I'll keep on going first then, because it doesn't seem like it bothers anyone. I expected exactly a dated 90s 3D platformer that wasn't quite on the Spyro and Crash level, and that's what I got out of Croc Legend of the Gobos. It sure was that.
That could have gone one of two ways.
For
sure.
No.
Screw you guys. Rayman 2 was far better than Croc.
No, it wasn't.
That's not saying much, Willie. That's like comparing a giant turd to a shit sandwich.
They're like the same level.
South Park.
Fuck you, Jeff. Watch South Park.
You did a South Park reference and goofed it up. You just did two poops.
A giant douche and a turd sandwich.
Yeah.
You said giant turd and a shit sandwich.
It's just whatever.
Well, in his defense, they are one and the same. Rayman 2 and Croc are very similar.
I'm so mad at you guys.
Disagree.
Rayman 2 was so much better than Croc.
But yet you gave smallest surprise. Rayman could have been... Okay.
No, because I liked Rayman more than I expected to. That was a surprise.
Okay.
Croc, on the other hand, was exactly what I expected, which was Croc.
Okay. Fair enough.
I can't believe we're just now getting into it, and it's over Rayman 2 of all things.
I was going to say, Dalton's about to reach into his computer, pull your head out, just so he can...
I know, I didn't expect either of us to get this heated about the Rayman versus Croc debate.
I'm not arguing. They both suck.
Croc is near and dear to my heart, Mikolov. I will tear your testicles off and replace your eyeballs with them.
Oh, hey,
now,
call
boys.
me Captain Nuthead.
No, we call you that because you go to CES and get it all over you.
God damn it, Dalton.
Oh, the CES joke is back in season. You'll love to hear it.
It is that season.
We were just talking
about... Croc didn't suck. It was fine. It was exactly what I expected to be.
Willie and I were
aged badly. I thought about it the same way you guys thought about Rayman 2, is what I'm saying.
Willie and I were just talking to someone who's going to CES with me, too. Willie did not crack that joke.
Because I forgot about it. If I'd thought about it, I would have let Dalton make it anyway, because he's better at it.
Oh, right. You guys were talking to Analog Sith.
Yeah, that guy.
Analog Sith. I see what you've done here.
You do not see what I've done here.
I do not see what he's done here.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's talking about. Move along.
So, my smallest surprise. I picked this game because I knew exactly what it was.
If you say Rayman 2, we're going to fight.
No, I took this category slightly differently. So my smallest surprise, I knew what the game was going in because I had played it before. It's a beloved game of mine, and I really wanted y'all to experience it. It wasn't very long. There's little to no combat in the game. It just tells a really nice story.
Yeah.
Of a boy and a swan. So I knew exactly what to expect going into it. So my smallest surprise was the unfinished swan, because I knew two things going into that. One, I had played it before. And two, there was no way you guys were not going to fucking not love that game. So I knew you boys were going to love it because it's short, it's sweet, and it's beautiful.
The moment I got over the early on difficulty navigating, it was a real gem.
Yeah, once you start figuring out that you just need to throw paint everywhere so you can see where to go.
Yeah, the fact you can keep on throwing it, you don't have to be conservative with it.
Yes.
Yeah, see, for me, Unfinished Swan was a runner-up, only because I had seen footage of it before. I think it was like an IGN video or something, or it was a review. It showed up somehow, somewhere, and I knew the general idea of the gameplay. It might have been even on GameStop TV when I was working at GameStop.
Might have been G4. Yeah,
it might have even been. It might have even been G4. Yeah, I just remember seeing footage of that game.
Saw Adam Sessler playing it.
Yeah, but my smallest surprise...
Look at what that cat's up to these days.
We're ready for me, right? It's my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. My smallest surprise was a game that I also picked, that I had also played before, that I was not sure if you guys were going to like, but I was thrilled that you did like it. It's a game that I really have wanted you to play for the show for a long time, to the point where I gifted it to both of you. My small surprise is Dave the Diver.
Dave the fucking Diver. That game was so dope.
The game that you picked because he looked like you.
Yep.
I'm going to be honest, when I talked about rotating a game in and out of the top 5 or top 3, that was one of them. Like, I just couldn't justify it over Subnautica in the end. But I loved Dave the Diver. That was such a blast. Like, such creative gameplay mechanics.
All right, boys. Our number 2s on our top 3 games of the year.
Oh, where'd my info? There it is. Okay.
Number 2.
Willie, you want to start it out as you've been?
I feel like I've been taking the lead on so many of them lately. I feel like you guys can go ahead.
I guess I'll go then.
Yeah, please.
By all means.
So it's kind of a shock that this one made my number 2. It could have very easily made my number 1.
Yep.
But I feel like there was another game that definitely outshone it, like, overall. I will give a quick spoiler for how amazing they are. Dave the Diver and Cult of the Lamb did not make my top 3.
They were fighters on mine, but Dave the Diver just missed, and Cult of the Lamb got close enough that I felt like looking for categories for it.
But, I don't know, I've got to, yet again, commend the RPG Wolverine, Logan Joreed, for letting us play Chained Echoes. That is my number 2.
It's a damn good game. Great choice. I wonder how many of y'all thought Chained Echoes was going to hit at least 2 of our top 3s before we played it a month ago, if you'd asked.
Right.
And I don't think that's recency bias either. I think it was just that good a game.
Genuinely, yes. I really wanted to play Sea of Stars, and people have told me Chained Echoes is the game that I want Sea of Stars to be. So,
yeah, when Sienna dropped that first,
yes,
fuck, and then a shit in the same sentence, I was like, oh, we playing an adult game. Okay,
it's been going easy on us so far.
Yeah, I'm sick and tired of your fucking shit. Whoa, get him, girl, get him, slay.
I mean, in her defense, we were all quite tired of his fucking shit.
Yes.
Becker was a piece of shit.
Very true. Very, very true. So that leaves... No. Who's up next?
You?
Either you or me.
Oh, that's right. You didn't... for some reason, I thought you gave yours. Sorry.
I'll go next. My number 2 was a game that was a long time coming. It was a game that I really, really enjoyed. From the story to the gameplay to just the overarching loveliness throughout the entire series. But the fact that I got to play a game that was not a wrestling game that included wrestlers such as Hiroshi Tanahashi, Kazuchika Okada, Hiroshi Tenzin, among others.
God, Tanahashi
Bushi.
was so fucking funny in that game.
Fucking Bushi was in that game as one of the little side dudes you could get. He never showed up in the cutscenes, but like they included Bushi.
I didn't even notice
Bushi's
that.
been on my fucking roster since I got Fire Pro Wrestling and was like, he looks cool. I want to throw him on my roster. Bushi is the man.
The whole time he's talking, me and Dalton, or me and Mikolov were just over here doing things that we saw Goto doing in the game.
Oh,
or was it
fucking
Was it
Goto.
Tenzan? Yeah.
No, it's
Tenzan.
Goto.
No, Goto, yeah.
No, yeah, Tenzan was the Hiroshi Tenzan, I think, is the guy with the big jaw that was kind of...
Oh, you're right.
My number 2 of the year, man, Yakuza 6, The Song of Life, like, just the way that they wrapped up Kiryu's story, that final moment, fuck it, I'm talking about it now. Y'all scolded me for it in the episode. It's been long enough.
Do it.
That moment where Haruko's child takes its first steps as Kiryu is walking away from everybody out of their lives. I want to cry now. It was beautiful, dude. Like, that's such a good ending. We played some games with some really good fucking wrap-ups this year.
No kidding.
We truly did.
Like, the fact that, like, I don't even think Outer Wilds is entering your writing categories, for instance, because, like, that game, everything about the universe and all that shit, I still think that, we could take a miss on it because we've played that many games with such great writing, you know?
Yeah. I really liked Outer Wilds for what it was, but I just couldn't get with the gameplay. But, like, the world, what it was doing, the story, everything, how it tied together was wonderful. I just couldn't get on with the way
But I understand why that was a Patreon pick, because that is absolutely a game you want to see for the first time again through someone else's eyes.
Yeah. Yeah. Much like, I'm sure Doki Doki.
Yes.
When we get to that, and things like that. So.
We're just screaming to try to figure out a way to get Nate on for that one.
Yeah. We might have to wait a little while now, but we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. And we'll get to do the Plus version, which has shit that I've never seen.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the new shit, yeah.
And as Marilyn Manson says, are you motherfuckers ready for the new shit? And on that note, Willie, what is your number 2?
So we played a lot of games. I think I said this earlier on the show, and I definitely said it before recording. We played a lot of games that if someone told me this was the greatest game ever played, their 10 out of 10 perfect favorite game of all time, I wouldn't even think about arguing with them. This is one of those games. It changed a genre. It was a micro-genre, I guess. Earthbound-like indie RPGs were a micro-genre. Now there aren't Earthbound-like indie RPGs. They are Undertale-like RPGs. It became the genre. There's nothing else that can be said about it. Undertale is a game full of heart, comedy, great writing, great combat. It's a wonderful game.
It really is.
Yeah. I will admit that y'all liked that game more than I did, but I do think that it's a very good game.
I mean... I don't know if I listened to the Undertale episode, but did we all do pacifist runs?
I did a true pacifist run. I think everyone did. No,
okay.
No, I accidentally
didn't you? Yeah, you actually killed somebody like the first Eddie. Yeah, that's right. You killed. You picked the worst character to kill too. But
I know. I accidentally killed Toriel.
You killed Mom.
But you know what? To be fair, like it's an
intentional way to play the game.
tutorial fight. So like. Killing her is an honest mistake.
I killed her when I played the demo, and then I replayed the demo and didn't kill her, and then Flowey gave me shit for it, and I'm like, okay, this game is special, actually.
Yeah. And let me tell you, pacifist runs are not easy, because you're level 1 the entire time.
You gotta get real good at dodging.
You gotta get real good at dodging, but Also,
you just can't avoid the bullet hell mechanics at level 1. You know, you can't.
You have to
grind
have
your
a
way through
lot
anything.
of. You have to have a lot of armor. You have to have a lot of health items. I'm pretty sure I had like just a ton of dog salads. I grinded pacifistly. I grinded for gold so that I could buy, so I could get the doctorate, so I can get the best armor in the game. Like, I did literally everything I could to survive that run.
With you?
Huh?
I didn't know there was a way you could pacifistly make money.
Oh yeah, you just go fight the random encounters, but you.
I thought the random encounters stopped spawning after you spared a couple of them.
No, they at least I mean, it's been a while, but I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I went and
You're probably right.
passively talked to monsters until I had enough gold.
You did it, so not me. You're probably right. There's at least some that probably respawn.
Yeah, I don't know. Someone I'm sure will correct me if I'm wrong, but I do remember grinding for gold in that game without killing a single monster.
Okay, fair enough.
Alrighty, boys. Back to the list. It's only fitting. Biggest surprise. What was your biggest surprise, Mick?
I mean, I think it's no surprise that my biggest surprise...
You're doing it wrong, stupid!
What?
Said then you're doing it wrong, stupid. It's no surprise. That's the wrong category. I'm sorry.
My biggest surprise is no surprise at all. Because it's surprise.
That's my favorite Radiohead song.
It's surprise. Oh my god. You sure it's not Machine Head? I can't with you guys.
Got a machine head.
All right, let's let Mick talk. I'm sorry.
Anyway. Come on. I'm sure you guys know it. What's the one game that you thought I was going to fall out of that I love to death and beat?
Missed.
What's the other
Yakuza?
Game? What's the other game that you thought I was going to fall off of that I love to death and beat?
Yakuza, right? I mean, I didn't think you were going to stick it out considering you didn't have that much fun the first time you tried to play Zero.
My Friendly Neighborhood.
There it is.
Oh, yep.
Totally.
Yeah, we didn't think that one was going to be for you, you know?
I honestly think when you picked it, you're like, I think Mick's not going to beat it. I think Willie's going to appreciate it. Like, I remember this conversation in the group chat, and I fooled y'all. I beat that game.
And I didn't, so joke's on me.
Yeah, I got it completely wrong, apparently. No, I think Willie did appreciate it, so I was kind of
I did appreciate it. I just didn't finish it because I was on a time crunch. I liked what I played. I just didn't think I could sit down and push 3 more hours straight through when you guys were like, it's almost recording time. And I'm like, am I almost done? You're like, no.
I might have beaten it hours before the show, but I remember it was a little tight, but I did beat it.
I pushed it too close. That was on. Yeah. It's the thing with Halloween games. You know, we don't get a lot of time per.
Yeah. Yeah, that's also a reason why I didn't play a lot of Cult of the Lamb, because we didn't have a lot of time to play it.
Yeah, I never finished that one either, although I really did like it.
It's Subnautica, great as it was. It's something like a 20, 30-hour RPG, and we only had 7 days.
Mm.
Yeah, now, imagine. That's how the show used to be when me and Ryan first started this shindig.
It was still like that for a while when me and Nate were in there. I don't know how we came at bi-weekly, but it was a good call.
Yeah, I could see it working for Tadpog because they're just playing like old SNES games, and I don't think they take all that long. But yeah, some of the games that we play on this show, they're long boys.
And the problem is too, like, I feel like I don't know how much I need to play for the game for the show. So some games I feel like I underperform in, and other games I'm like, didn't beat it, but I feel like I got a great episode in me.
And Mick, without spoiling too much, I know one that you have in the can for this year is one of the long boys.
Yeah, I might not pick that one in January just because...
Are you about to throw Pathfinder at us or something?
No. A revisit.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, no, I want to do a revisit in 2026 because it's on my backlog.
Now, if anybody was going to throw us into Pathfinder, it'd be me.
I know. True. That's why I was a little surprised by it being mixed. Because I feel like I'm the one that's over here saying, by the way, we could always redo Psychonauts. But it never actually happens because none of us picks it. But we always think about it.
I don't think about it even a little bit.
Wow.
Well, Willie, you were already surprised. So what was your biggest surprise?
So I was sold a false bill of sale about Myst. I completely believed it was going to have completely arbitrary and stupid puzzles that had nothing to do with what you're actually doing. It has abstract puzzles, but they have an inner logic to them. And ultimately I thought solving the puzzles in that game was very satisfying. I enjoyed playing it using very minimal use of a walkthrough. Like, I think the game was completely solvable on your own. I think especially if you were playing it at the same time as other people were, so you would have hints to give each other, I think that would be the perfect way to play it. The same way Zelda was back on the Nintendo, you know? Maybe a little opaque at times, but not when you have 1,000 minds working on the same puzzle.
Yeah.
They were even creative when they made the strategy guide for that game, because the strategy guide
that was
doesn't
so cool.
openly tell you what the puzzles are. It's done journal style. It's done as a narrative. And that
so
was
art, dude.
also charming in itself, because they knew they had to write something that was going to spoil the game, but they did it in a way that didn't spoil the game.
Yeah, that's when you found that. I'm pretty sure you're the one that found the text of the guide and sent it to us, and I was just like, "This is such a cool concept."
Yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, the Isle of Mist almost made my best setting because it was a wonderful place that was just a delight to explore, and I was wrong about Mist, and I'm happy to admit it. I think that game was genius. I think that was as good as everyone said it was when it was the biggest, hypedest game in the world.
Hell yeah. For my biggest surprise was a game I thought I'd get to eventually one day, but I wasn't sure how it had aged. I wasn't sure how it would hold up, and I had heard that it had some really stupid fucking puzzles in it, right?
Hey!
But I was like, I have heard so much good and bad about this. I need to check it out. Shout out to Dane, because
Yes.
Dane was immediately like, yo, I'm in on Myst. I fucking love those games. And he sent me this link to this guide.
That guide was so good, too.
It was a hint guide, but would not reveal hints until you clicked them.
There's this very old
So-
school thing where it was like concentric hints about the same puzzle too. So you could pick hint 1 of 9, think it over, try it, and then if you still felt desperate, come back later.
Yeah. Then you could click, hint 2, and it would tell you, something a little else. And then by the end, if you clicked through all of them, you basically knew how to do it, but it still didn't tell you exactly how to do it. But it might be like, for instance, the tree elevator one. You
Yes.
click the first one, and it's like, you might need to look in the safe. That match might light the igniter. The next one might be like, the third one might be like, you need to listen for the clicking to stop. And then it might be like, you need to run to the tree quickly and things like that. And you'd be like, what the fuck? And it's like, maybe the tree is behind the house. Yeah. It was very, very helpful without being like, go here, do this, do that, which was very, very nice.
It was
can't
very much
imagine-
like the Infocom hint guides that used to come with their games, where you would have like the little red decoder, and you would look at it and be like hint 1 through 6 for each of the puzzles.
I can't imagine doing that tree elevator puzzle with static images like in the original.
Really, I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, it's weird because you don't expect it to move once you've moved somewhere, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? Like, you don't expect the tree to start coming down.
Yeah.
But once I realized that that's what the game was asking me to do, like, a lot of the problems I had with the game was just the interface didn't make it clear that I was doing the right thing. Like, I had an idea, and I'm like, can Myst do this? This game is from 1994.
Mick, having done it on both, I can tell you that I do remember that in the 2021 version, running out and running over to the tree, you had like a short amount of time to do that, right? In the Myst that we played, once you back that thing all the way down and you turn around and run out, I can usually make it to that. And every time it drops, it makes a noise.
Okay.
So I would hear, and I probably got 3 of the before the door was there for me to go in. So like I had a little more time. It was a
It's
little more forgiving.
Exactly how I remember it too. It was like 3
Yeah, 'cause
levels up from when you landed there.
Yeah, because in the 2021 version, it's a steady
Yeah.
movement.
Yeah. You got to
That makes
run,
sense.
and like as soon as you get there, it is ready for you to run in and go down. Yeah.
Yeah, no, in the original version, it is much more. It moves in chunks, like you said. It makes a loud noise, and you can hear it from the cabin. Good game, man.
Yeah. Well, great game, dude.
Great
Boys,
game.
on the opposite end of the spectrum,
Let's go.
what was the worst game of the year? I want to go first on this one.
I think we only played like 2 bad games this year, so go ahead.
Is this,
Fuck
this
this
going to be our
game?
first sweep?
Really funny if it was.
If it isn't, I'll be upset. Because if it isn't, you're wrong.
Fuck this game.
Mm-hmm.
I had zero fun with it. I couldn't control it. It wasn't good for what it was fucking trying to be.
And what it was trying to be promised a lot more than what it gave.
And what it was trying to be was a style of racing game that I just do not fucking like at all. I don't like top-down racers. I don't. I like, give me behind the camera or behind the car and I'll be fine. But you throw me in a top-down racer and I don't like them. Fuck Toy Box Turbos. That wins worst game of the year.
We, like I said, we only played a couple bad games. I think you could call Forward to the Sky bad in that it wasn't trying to do very much, but it was also clearly a young dev team's dream project to make a cute anime game. I have no problems with it. Toy Box Turbos promised to be the new version of the Micro Machines game from the NES and Sega Genesis and stuff, and it completely blew that at every possible opportunity. I feel bad for spending money on it, and I especially hate the time I attempted to play multiplayer in it. Because I don't know if you guys remember this from the show. Multiplayer in that game is peer-to-peer and client-side authoritative, which means whoever is the host of the game just gets good performance and everyone else gets dog shit rollback.
Yeah.
All right, so it's not a sweep. Because
you're wrong.
I wasn't on the Toy Box Turbos episode.
Don't care, it was worse than whatever you're going to say.
Oh, it was. But I only went with games that I was on the show for, and hopefully next year I'll be on the show for all of them. So there won't be this kind of divisiveness in the next Steamy, hopefully. No, worst game of the year for me was Rayman 2: The Great Escape. I can't even say it. Rayman 2: The Great Escape. Just fuck that game. Fuck the snake. Fuck that snake. That's it. Just fuck the snake.
Disgusting casual. Get off my podcast. That's the only thing you really had as an option. You weren't there for Toy Box. You weren't there for Forward to the Sky, which again I don't think was a bad game per se. I think it was just not a lot of game because it was basically it felt like a student project. It was good by that level.
Let's see, and that's the thing. Like, I have a list like right above all my category choices of all the games that I was on the show for, and then the ones that I had played. I wasn't on the show for, but I had played. And I enjoyed the hell out of every single one of them in some way, shape, or form, except Rayman 2.
I mean, it's unfortunate, but if you didn't like it, you didn't like it, and that's your worst game. I will say, give Toy Box Turbos a try if you hate yourself, because you will agree with us.
Oh, I'm sure I will, which is why I will never touch that game with a 10-foot pole.
You are a smarter man than we give you credit for at times.
Sometimes. Not often.
All right, boys. We've been talking a lot about happy things, good people. Fuck that. Who was the best villain?
I was going to say, we're going for best villain. I want to go
best
first.
Villain of the year.
If you go first, I'm happy with that. I have a two-way tie and a runner-up. That's how much trouble I had with this category.
Oh, no. There was only one that I found was a true villain. Because this was a villain who you thought was a friend.
Oh.
And it turned out that the whole time he was sitting there pretending to be your friend, he was the most heinous, darkest, most difficult, brutal secret agent in the entire series. I have to give it to Toru Hirose.
Yeah, that is a great pick.
Because
that was Beat Takeshi's character, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, the Hirose family.
Yeah.
He was the head of the Hirose family, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he was
the old man.
Yes.
So fucking good at, like, the chill when you finally find what his true nature is was, oh, what a fucking monster. And the way,
like, he scared people just by talking.
Yes. Again, Beat Takeshi's one of his greatest performances, and that's a guy who only has great performances. If you liked him as the teacher in Battle Royale, you're gonna love him in Yakuza.
Oh, dude, and it was, I don't know, it just chills went down my spine because nobody in the Hirose family believed that he was really the way he was. They thought he was just this kindly mentor. And
then he was there with the gun on the shipyard talking to them. And oh, that was so cold.
It was. Yeah, it was. And then they still couldn't shake their loyalty to him.
Yeah.
Like, that's how good of a villain he was.
I can't give you any shit for that, man. That's a great pick.
Absolutely. That is just, you making me think about him is making me feel things.
Right?
Again. And scared things, mostly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was very well-written character, very well acted.
Yes. Just perfectly done.
You want me to go next? Or you want to go?
If you'd like. Just because I have a lot to talk about, because I have a tie and a runner-up.
So my best villain was someone who was there with you the whole way.
I think I know who this is.
Someone who helps you along, or so you think. Someone who really just like seemed like they wanted to help you, but in the end, they were doing anything but.
I think we might have a character in common here.
My best villain from a game that we played this year was the narrator from Slay the Princess.
That wasn't who I thought it was, and I can't believe it, but my tie for the villain of the year is the narrator and the princess.
Wow.
Dude, the narrator, when it revealed that like he was just the piece of shit and what he was doing that whole game, I was like, oh man, this game's really fucking good, dude.
Yeah, impossible. That game just did so much with a very limited set of tools. It did so many things.
Who did you think I was going to say?
I thought you were going to say my runner-up, the technical operations machine from the Turing test.
Oh, yeah. That's right there,
also
too.
Was with you the whole time. Also, you weren't exactly sure who you were, you know?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say Majima.
Good old Majima. Didn't really make a big of an impact in the last couple Yakuza games, I'm afraid.
No. Not really a big villain either.
I mean,
at this point, he's basically just your fight crush homie.
He's more of a rival than a villain, but when you said with you the whole time, that's where my mind went.
I feel like he spent just too much time in jail in the later Yakuza games for it to really give him a role as a major villain.
Or pretending.
That's why
to be
everyone
dead.
was so happy when Zero came out, because you could play as Majima.
Yeah.
After not really seeing him much, and everybody was like, yeah!
Dude, when we eventually get to Pirate Yakuza, he's the character you play as.
Yeah, I can't wait.
So stoked. Yeah, because I couldn't decide even after playing it whether the princess or the narrator was the villain, really. Because both of them are basically just making you make a choice you do not have the information to make. And when I was making my list, I'm like, that's what this list is having me do too. The fact that I'm still thinking about this means that is the answer.
Yeah. I mean, I will say the bad ending is if you listen to the narrator. So there is that. But I agree that throughout most of that game, you are so convinced that the princess is the villain.
I mean, even in an interpretation of the ending that I remember, I do think you could argue that the princess is ultimately evil, because what she stands for is basically the end of death, of immortality, which is the same reason why I killed the humans at the end of Turing test.
Yeah, that's fair. I also killed the people at the end of the Turing test because...
Yeah, but you just were happy to have a gun. You're a little
You don't fuck with God. Or you don't play God. Men don't play with God. That kind of thing.
That was my reasoning too. I didn't do it to save Tom. I did it because I didn't want humanity to play God. I thought if that protozoan leaves Europa, then humanity as we know it is just ruined. And 8 million gods is not a planet you can trust.
No. Let's see. Mikolov. Pick a category. Any category that we got left.
Can we do best voice acting?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
So you got to spend a lot of time with the technical operations machine in the Turing test. And it learned a great lesson from Portal, which is if you're going to spend all day with a questionably evil robot, you better damn sure make sure they're well written and well voice acted. James Faulkner, who played Lord Randall Tarley on Game of Thrones, was the voice actor who played Tom. And I think he did a fantastic job with the moral, ambiguity of the character. And so even though he was basically almost the only voice in the game, like there are voice logs and there's the Russian guy and all that, but 80% of the voice acting is Tom, and I think he crushes it. And that's my award, is the Turing test, specifically for James Faulkner's performance as Tom.
Oh, yeah. It's a good one. So it's a very, very solid pick. What about you, Mick?
So this was hard. This was a very hard category. I did not pick a Yakuza game for this. Which is
always tempting, yes.
Very easily could have picked a Yakuza game for this. But I didn't. I instead went with a game where the only voice acting you get is through logs and radio communication. And you have to use that to piece the story together of not only the world that you're in, but what happened to the people that were on the ship you were on that took you to the world you were in. And the reason I'm giving this best voice acting is not necessarily because of the voice acting itself, but because the voice acting told the story and in the way in which the voice acting told the story. That's going this year to Subnautica.
I will say you get a lot of interesting lore from just the little, like, what's the word I'm looking for? SLS logs. Like the SLS logs, the little bits that just go out.
Yeah.
And man, did you not feel a chill when you realized what was going to happen to the rescue ship, by the way? Like, you knew exactly where that was going, like, 5 seconds before it happened, right?
I had a feeling that was going to happen. The moment that he started talking about, like, him being the hero or not necessarily being the hero, but him or the captain of the ship being like, it's your lucky day, basically something.
He starts saying some really humanizing stuff, yeah.
Yeah, some really humanizing stuff, some stuff about, like, this isn't why he's out in space, but it's nice to help out a friend or help somebody out. And he's like, not too much longer, meet at these coordinates, and I went, and he
basically could have written down, I'm 3 days from being retired from the Force.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, you know what? I'm like, this ship is gonna go down. I need to see it. I need to see this happen.
And what you saw definitely made you think about some new things, didn't it?
Yeah, because I went and I saw the big structure, and I'm like, I wonder if I can go in there. And I saw that, there was the cave on land and all that. And I didn't really go in the cave because stuff tried to eat me in there. So
yeah, this happens.
I literally just sat on the beach and literally just sat on the beach
off that little tree.
Yeah, when I got hungry, I dove in and like got some food. I made like a quick little base just so I can have a fabricator. That's smart. Just like a one-room thing. I cannot get back to that plot of land. I don't know where it is. Like, I made a whole base there and I didn't leave a beacon. So I can't frickin' find it.
Well, it should be near the wreckage of the Aurora, right? Just go there and then go in that right direction, right?
I'm gonna have to try that. So I saw the whole, and the second I saw the whole structure that I was trying to get into change shape, I'm like, so that's how it happens.
Yeah.
Man, like that ship just disintegrated. There's very little debris. There's nothing to explore.
Yeah, I don't know if there is a wreckage like the Aurora leaves, but if so, I don't know even how to find it, because it disintegrated on re-entry.
Yeah, no, like you'll find in the area, you'll find some debris that you could fabricate into titanium, but that's about it.
nothing to explore. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. I wouldn't have given it to Subnautica, but that's just me.
I think it's an interesting pick because Subnautica, like, the fact that the storytelling is done exclusively through chat logs is interesting. Because a lot of times when a game does that, it sucks. Doom 3 tried to do it. It sucked in Doom 3. And they had really good voice actors on board. Fucking Phil Lamar and shit was on that game.
My best voice acting of the year goes to a game that doesn't have a lot of voices at first. At first, there are 2 voices. Then there are 3. Then there are 4. Then there are 5. And depending on how you play the game, there may be a 6th. But it's very different. It's very different because there's your voice. There's the voice of the heartbroken. There's the voice of the disheveled. The voice of the defeated. The voice of the in love. But then you also have the voice of the princess and the voice of the narrator. I'm giving best voice acting to Slay the Princess.
Yeah, great choice. I forgot about all the different kind of incarnations of the player character, like based on the game's judgment of what you did on the last run, and that was really solid stuff. Especially because a lot of them I genuinely found charming in a very annoying way.
Really quick, I forgot to mention in Subnautica the voice of the computer.
Oh,
that gives all the snarky jokes and talks about like how your survival percentage just went up like 5% from 0.
My favorite joke that the computer did was when it comments that you're getting a lot of exercise. Look at how much swimming you're doing lately. Thanks, computer.
Yeah. So that's another reason why I gave it the voice acting award, was because of the snarky little computer.
When I shouted out Tom earlier, it's in part because, I got that GLaDOS vibe, and I also did get that in some way, too, from the computer in Subnautica.
I think that just leaves you, Willie.
I gave it to Tom.
Yeah, we went first. You gave it to Tom from Turing Test.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Okay.
That's okay. You got so excited about your own robot that you forgot about mine. That's okay.
I forgot about your robot, yeah. Okay, so we're done with that category.
Indeed. It's a good one.
Okay.
I like that one.
All right. I have a category, and then I'm going to let Willie pick the one after that.
Okay, great.
Curious what y'all picked for this, because this was a very, 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 very shallow puddle this year. Best multiplayer.
Okay, I picked a game that I don't even necessarily think we played multiplayer, but I think the multiplayer mechanics in Elite Dangerous deserve mention. Like the fact that there are so many different ways to play it where things that you do affect the entire galaxy, but in a small way, and people can coordinate to affect the universe, I think is really neat.
I gave it to a game that we absolutely did play together because you helped me in it, and it was Elite Dangerous. How do you not remember that, motherfucker?
No, that's right. That's right. I helped you guys in Elite Dangerous the same way you helped me in No Man's Sky. I can't believe I forgot I did that.
Yeah, I was like, you helped me out, and we played. Remember, because we played until I thought I was going to get that ship, and then we just realized this is going to take another 2 hours. Never mind.
I remember what it was now. I forgot that we played together because we always played it on the mode where you weren't in the open universe, so we didn't have strangers on. Mm-hmm. And so I'm just like, well, I never opened it up to the open universe. But I did play with you in a private room, with you and Nate and a couple other people too.
Because you were teaching me how to scoop.
That's right, I did. Because I would also like watch people, because it's really hard to tell what someone's doing wrong unless you actually see the game as they're seeing it.
Yeah, and shout out to Elite Dangerous for being our most popular episode this year by far. And also shout out to Lave Radio. Lave Radio? That's how you say that? I want to make sure I pronounce it right. Lave. Shout out to Lave Radio for mentioning us because that brought in a lot of eyes. We appreciate that. Or ears, I guess.
Yeah, no, it was really cool because Lave Radio is like, the de facto like biggest podcast in the Elite space. And to have our humble show named on that show just because we happened to play their game 1 month, like, it was really cool. Like, I felt really happy about it. Like, you told me about it and I couldn't believe it.
Right, and our episode was decent enough that it got mentioned on there. Like, they could have just listened to it and been like, oh, that sucked.
Yeah, I mean, usually we just talk about butts and stuff for half the episode, so I'm kind of happy they got to the part about Elite Dangerous.
Mick, what about you, man? What was your favorite multiplayer game this year?
I mean, the only multiplayer game that I personally played for the show was Doom Eternal, and even though we didn't play multiplayer, it's the only game that fit in that category, so it was the only game I could give it to.
Yeah, there's like a 3-player mode in it that's like 1 Slayer versus 2 demons that sounds really fun to try. We just never got around to it for the show. We just judged it on the single-player campaign.
Was Power Rangers was last year, right?
Yeah, that was last year.
It was on the list, yeah.
Okay.
It's weird because Power Rangers feels more recent than some of the games on this list to do.
Power Rangers we played way too early, because I think if we played it after they patched it and fixed it up, we would have had a much different experience.
I agree, but that's also, that's what they get for releasing an unfinished game. We gave it a bad review. I'm happy to try it again sometime, but what we said was a record of a point in time. And that's just how the game was when we played it.
I just think it's hilarious that they patched it like 2-3 days after we recorded that episode.
Yeah, and they basically, from what you showed me of the patch notes, it sounded like they fixed everything we were pissed off about. So
yes, frankly, that's exactly what they did. They listened to the episode.
It's the power of Steamy.
Exactly. You got that Steamy magic.
That happened recently.
JYCK. Yeah, it happened a couple times recently. What were they?
I don't remember now.
There's like a game getting remade.
I think one was Rayman 3 going on sale or something like that. Nate had mentioned. I forget the other one. The other one was pretty big too. I forgot what it was.
Speaking of Steamy Magic, they're never, ever, ever bringing Bloodborne to PC. Look, I have to try it, okay?
Yeah, at least we'll have Badgerborn for now.
I am kind of strangely stoked about Badgerborn.
PS4 emulation is getting better and better every day, so you may get it on PC in some way, shape, or form soon.
No spoilers, but because of Dane, I have a playable version of Bloodborne on my PC right now.
Okay.
So, like, I could get that to you boys, and we could make it happen. It's literally people figured out emulation to play Bloodborne.
Damn.
So it is an emulator tuned to play Bloodborne, and that is it.
You gotta love it, dude. Souls people are a different breed.
Yeah, for real. Damn, there was something else I was going to bring up. I don't remember what it was. Doesn't matter.
We just thought about Steamy Magic and stuff, and then...
Oh, yes. Okay. So that being a point in time for that Power Rangers episode that we can go back and listen to. It's very funny that you mentioned that because you can go back, now that it's a defunct podcast, it's not on anymore, you can go back in the history of Factory Sealed and find when No Man's Sky came out. And how I was the only one in the community singing the praises. They talked about it on the show, or they called me Sutor. They're like, Sutor, really likes that game, but it's just, they would be like, this game is pants, this game is hot garbage, blah, blah, blah. And you can listen over the years as the game got better to the episode where Dan finally fucking said on air, I have to give it to Dalton Sutor. No Man's Sky is a really good game now, and he's been singing its praises forever, and I feel like we should give him the recognition that he deserves for that. And I was like, vindication!
Sutor the Vindicated! Like, doesn't that sound like a barbarian hero? Sutor the Vindicated?
It does. And I will forever love that show because that's the show that I got to hear David Hayter say Dalton Sutor in Snake's voice. Yes. It was the coolest thing I'd ever heard. All right, Willie, your turn to pick a category, man.
Oh, it's my turn to pick a category. That's right.
Let me go last on this category because I'm going to sneak out and take my contacts out really quick and come back.
If you guys want to do a quick 5-second sneak, I don't mind. I might do it as well.
Okay, let's just take a short break that it'll take out because I can take a piss right now. So
wonderful. Let's do it.
Commercials.
Thank you for using Casper Mattresses, brought to you by Steam Deck.
So, Willie, what's the category that you are going to pick, my good sir?
I think I would like to do one of the ones that is kind of one of our more obtuse titles, although I do think we might have stolen this one from the Steam Awards, not to be confused with the Steamy Awards. That is the best game that you sucked at this year.
Okay. I'm down with that.
So I will give mine because it is the easiest choice I had on this entire list. I couldn't make myself play Pathologic 2 because it was so successful at being a huge bummer. That game is just too good for me.
Yeah. And now like Pathologic 3 is coming out and the sadist in me, or excuse me, no, masochist? Masochist.
The sadist is the one that makes me suffer. The masochist is the one where you make yourself suffer.
The masochist in me is like, well, I got to check out Pathologic 3, even though I know it's just going to be another retelling of the same story with better graphics and a new twist to it and everything with more characters. And I'm like, it's going to be bleak as shit. Am I going to probably buy it? Yeah, probably.
Like, again, game rules. I just am not the audience for it. My God, It is so fun. Just the word bummer is the only word I can use. Like, it gets rid of the smart parts of my brain, and the only word left is bummer.
Pathologic's a game that I feel like I would enjoy someone like watching like Co Carnage stream or like Ezekiel the Third from those guys from Drop Frames.
I mean,
like,
speaking
of
bleak games about the plague, you guys had to watch someone else play Plague Tale Requiem, so...
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of. I was going to say it's another game like Plague Tale where I feel like I would enjoy watching someone else experience it more than me playing it, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, and I mean, the game mechanics do a great job of making you miserable. It's not a poorly made game. It's just a game that is a dick to you. Like, it's art. It's really good. I just don't want to play it. And that is why Pathologic 2 is the best game that I suck at.
It had as much love for the player enjoying the game as Takeshi's Castle did for the contestants enjoying the contest.
Quite right. I mean, right you are, Ken. Wow, we got a second Beat Takeshi reference in on this episode. Excellent job, team.
I don't know if it's still up to, but there used to be a Twitch channel that was just MXC all the time.
Love to hear that. I'll have to go.
And I would just tune in every now and then and cackle.
If I can't find it, I'm sure I can find something similar on YouTube. Just 10 hours of NXT wipeouts and just smile.
So Mick, what was the best game that you sucked at?
So, love this game. Still working my way through this game. But man, if I didn't have to turn down the difficulty because I sucked ass at this game. To the point where I soft-locked myself and thought I wasn't going to be able to get any further until I found that difficulty slider hidden in the options.
And shout out to the devs for making difficulty and accessibility features so you didn't get soft-locked. That is really cool of them.
So, that game is actually Chained Echoes. Because I love that game. I'm still making my way through that game. I almost soft-locked myself out of that game because of how bad I suck at it.
I would say it couldn't be me, but I almost kind of soft-locked too because I didn't realize that the Sky Armors level up sort of separately from the main characters, and I had to go into that one boss fight with like level 4 Sky Armors.
Okay, also didn't know that. I should probably look into that.
Yeah, consider taking your Sky Armors out for a run. You gain weapon efficiencies with them, or proficiencies, which give you more abilities. Yeah.
Very helpful.
Huh. Can't you also buy new parts for them?
Yes.
You can, and you can also find RAM chips on the overworld in a lot of hidden places, the big square boxes. Those are helpful because they're kind of like the equivalent of... That's blood. Weird. What the hell?
You got bloody nose, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Going on.
Huh. The equivalent of class emblems. This was a phrase I was trying to find. But for Skyrimers.
Yeah, which funny story, I only ever found one.
Class emblem, really?
Yeah, I only found Cleric. I never found any of the others.
I made it a point to go around and get all. I missed one.
I'm running 3 right now, which I don't have a full party of them, but I know I have Cleric, Warrior, and Shaman.
That's funny, because Cleric was the only one I found.
Cleric was the easiest one to find. Warrior, I believe, is near the town of Basil.
Yeah, I think so, too. I think I have a quest that involves me getting there, because I have a quest that involves Basil. I haven't gotten there yet. I've been so fixated on the main story that I just kind of
I feel like you would really like the Warrior. You'd really like the Warrior emblem because it gives your character a physical attack that does 2.5x damage on one enemy, and an attack that does 1x damage on all enemies. So if you need physical hit everything moves...
Sounds like a perfect Glenn.
That's who I brought it on, baby.
It's exactly who I put Warrior on, too.
Yeah.
It single-handedly made Glenn from a back row party character to me to a main guy that I almost never switch out.
You will also be happy to know, Mikolov, even though you may already know this, I think you've played it before. When we eventually get to it, Oblivion also has a slider for difficulty. So you can...
If we are going to play Oblivion Remastered, there's a mod that gets rid of my one gripe about Oblivion, which is the level scaling with weapons that you find.
I feel like if we're going to play Elder Scrolls games, like, modding is such a part of their soul that I don't think anyone could be mad if we all came into it with a different mod kit.
Yeah, no, that's literally the only mod I put in. Just that one.
I'm sure Dalton has a handful of QOL and UI mods that he'd be happy to send us just as a, basic patch up.
But I need to look and see what's available for the remaster, because the remaster was Unreal Engine 5 and they were having an issue porting mods to that. So we'll have to see. Well,
we could always downgrade and just play on the original. I don't care.
Yeah, either way. It's the same game, just one's prettier than the other.
It's Oblivion. Kind of like It's a Living from the Flintstones, the little bird.
It's a living.
Yeah, that guy.
Or the thing in the garbage disposal. You think your job's bad.
Damn, now I want to watch some Flintstones for real, though.
Seriously.
I love the Flintstones, dude.
I was just doing a little goof, and now I'm feeling genuine nostalgia.
When I realized I was getting old, it's a channel that I loved back in the day when I was growing up was Boomerang.
Boomerang was sick, bro. Boomerang was like, the original Cartoon Network started doing original programming, so they gave you a new Cartoon Network that was like the original version.
Yeah, it was like, here's Magilla Gorilla and Josie and the Pussycats and all these shows. And then one day I look and see the new addition to Boomerang was the Powerpuff Girls, and I aged 10 years.
Yeah, that is interesting, because I definitely remember that being a new original series on Cartoon Network.
Yeah, so I was just like, oh, man. Time be flowing.
Hey, so anyway, I remember a time when Seinfeld and Friends started showing up on Nick at Night. And
we're Boomerang now.
Old.
You guys want to keep on Boomerang? I'll boomer for you guys. I remember the first time I heard Green Day on the classic rock station. Yep.
I remember
yes, sir.
I remember going to see Green Day in concert.
Yeah, exactly.
I was listening to 96.9 The Eagle, which is one of our local classic rock stations, and I don't know, Journey or something ended, and all of a sudden I heard doon 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 doon.
Long viewable songs.
And I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me.
No.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've also heard on the classic rock station these days, sometimes I feel like I don't have a partner. And I'm like, I guess 90s is
Metallica Up to the Black album. The weird thing is they don't play a lot of The Clash. I guess The Clash is still too cool to be classic rock, even if it's old enough to be.
Funny thing is that Nirvana is still listened to by today's kids.
I mean, they have the huge advantage of they went out before they got bad, they were massive and then they were over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
sadly,
Nirvana is mind-blowing.
I'm ignoring that.
How's that Sprite, dude? It looks good.
All right, so anyway,
it's Mountain Dew Zero Sugar Baja Blast.
Oh, sorry. I'm
best
sorry.
game that I sucked at.
Worse than your jokes.
We just remembered we do a podcast.
Was a game that I really thought I was going to bounce off of until I had a buddy kind of show me the way. And I really ended up liking the show, and I ended up liking the game, and to the point that I played it after the episode in order to get this ship. And one day I'll go back to get the bigger version, and then one day I'll get that goddamn beluga.
Let's go. I'm so stoked for you and your big ass luxury liner.
I just want to port people through space like a tourist thing. Like, that's what I want to do. My best game that I sucked at was Elite Dangerous.
I'm so happy to hear that. I have reinstalled it on this computer, like on this Linux box. Like, I'm looking forward to getting back into it. I also reinstalled Monster Hunter World, so if anyone's feeling like multiplayer games, hit me up sometime.
Interestingly enough, I've been thinking about getting back into Monster Hunter Rise lately.
Interesting. That is very interesting. What got you thinking about Rise in particular?
I like Rise. I'm one of the few people who likes Rise. I mean, there's stuff about it that's weird, but I don't know. It's not a bad game. It's kind of fun. Controversial
in the community. I know we definitely had a chat at the Game Awards show where basically a couple of us were like, we wish we could play Monster Hunter Rise, but apparently it sucks, so we're just going to have to deal with our memories.
Hold on. Willie, you're thinking of Monster Hunter Wilds.
Oh, I'm thinking of Wilds. You're so right. Rise was
the one that came out for Switch first.
You're right. So, you're right. My bad. I have no bad opinions about Rise. I don't know anything about it.
People's gripes with Rise is that it doesn't look as good as World.
Because it looks like a Switch game. Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah.
And honestly, if you play it on the Steam Deck versus playing it on the Switch, my God, it's a night and day difference.
See, I still can't believe there's going to be a game console called the Steam Machine. I can't believe we Ultimate did it.
I'm going to end up buying and covering that thing for the channel. I know that.
I want to get one too because I can hook it up to the TV in the living room and my dad could play it, so he can play his Tomb Raider games and stuff.
The one thing I find so frustrating though is you look at the shape, the form factor of that thing. What idiot called it the Steam Machine and not the Gabe Cube?
The Gabe Cube.
Well, that's its unofficial nickname.
Oh, do people call it the Gabe Cube? Actually, I thought I was making an original joke. Yeah, no one laughed, and I'm like, oh, okay, everyone's heard this already.
Well, I think I saw Dane make that reference in the Discord.
Okay, fair enough.
The Gabe
fucking
Cube.
Dane can say it, then anyone can. Just kidding. Love you, Dane.
Here's the thing about that, right? I named this show with an ARG in mind. We've talked about that before. Me and Ryan were locked in the Steam Machine, couldn't get out till we finished our backlog.
I still think if you wanted to revive the ARG concept at some point, I do love a Mystery Science Theater format.
Like I thought it would be fun, right? Because then it's just like the banter in the beginning and the end could just be whatever's going on in the machine. We had a robot that talked. There was like things that I was going to do with it that never came to fruition. Because I love Ryan to death, but he would just send me his audio and be like, all right, we're good. So I had to do everything else, which is fine. I don't mind doing the editing and things like that.
We've always called this show your baby, so I don't feel like you get to be all put upon when that is what it truly is in fact.
Hear me out on the second part. The second part is I just got lazy and I didn't want to have to do that every fucking episode. I'm not going to lie.
You looked over at Ryan and said, you know what, dude? You're right.
Going in and going into a program that I had that did robot voices and programming it and then editing it in to where it sounded like normal conversation and not an AI. But so this was before. Well, I guess it wasn't before AI, but it was a voice generation thing.
It was before the Gen AI big LLM boom.
Yeah. So I just didn't feel like doing that. I could probably be easier now that I have my keyboard, my synthesizer, because I could find a robot MIDI voice or something and just try to pump it through that.
I'm shocked you don't just do like some kind of vocoder on your own voice or something.
Yeah, which I could easily do through this mic. I could do that now, but 5 years ago I didn't have the skills or anything to pull that off. I was using a much shittier mic than this.
I guess it's also harder for us to do the ARG trapped in the machine gimmick when like one of the co-hosts of the show definitely is gone, but still can come back if he pleases. Yeah. Two of them, really.
The machine lets him in and out. He likes Nate.
Oh yeah, I like that. He's the machine's favorite.
No, it's like it's like the red book and the blue book in Myst. Nate left, and I ended up stuck in the book.
I see.
But the thing was, I named this show with that in mind, not knowing that in I think 2015, Valve released a console, or they tried to, called the Steam Machine.
Yes,
and it was a square black box, and it failed.
Is that the one that the original Steam controller was attached to? Or am I thinking of something? Okay.
Yeah, that's what the original Steam controller was for.
So I remember there was a flop console it came with, but people liked the controller.
I still have mine. And now they got a new controller coming out that is basically a Steam Deck without the screen.
Sick.
Yeah, that thing looks sweet. Yeah. I remember Steam doing a sale on Steam controllers. They were $5 plus shipping. I had the $5. I didn't have the shipping.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
So I never got a Steam controller. I've heard
And now
they're
you
really
broke
cool.
the rubber on your freaking Xbox controller.
And now I've broke the rubber. I always break the rubber. It's a problem.
Get smaller, stupid.
But so then for a long time we were the Steam machine. That was, and now when you Google the Steam machine, we don't show up quite as quick anymore.
I tried to find one of our episodes earlier because I was looking for a very specific moment, and yeah, we were the top result for what I looked for, but number 2 and number 3 were the Game Grumps. Dan, how dare you betrayed me? I love those guys. They're very funny. Did we finish my category? You want to go to another one?
Yes.
All right.
Best value for time and money.
Oh, all right. Let me go first with this one.
Please.
Just this particular game, it's already priced very low. And on top of that, it goes on sale often. So you can pretty often get this game for like, I don't know, $2, $3. And in doing so, you still get a great story, great characters, great music. It's got to go to Undertale.
I forgot that it goes on sale that often, but yeah, they're usually promoting something going on with Deltarune because there's always some news on Deltarune, you know?
It's very often on sale for single digits.
Yeah, at a single digits price, Undertale is still, like, even if you don't love it, you'll probably at least like it. And if not, at least you'll understand what everyone's been talking about these last few years.
Yeah, agreed.
I would like to go next if that's okay.
Wonderful.
So my game, base price, $19.99.
Okay.
You can catch it on sale for cheaper than that. But even at, I'll call it $20. Not only is this game a classic, but the most refined version of it until later on. For a long time, this was the most refined version of it.
Okay.
For the sheer amount of time in the base game that you can sink, not to mention the 2 expansion packs that come with it these days in the triple pack, and the countless mods and parks that people have made since then. I think for the sheer thousands of hours that you could sink into this game for $20 is not fucking bad. Your best value for time and money, in my opinion, is Roller Coaster Tycoon 3.
I can't argue that point. It's like Doom. People just have modded it for so long. There's so much free, incredibly quality content to play.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
I mean, that even goes for Roller Coaster 2 and 1 as well, but we didn't play those for the show. So
Right. We specifically played 3, so that's the one we're mentioning. But
yeah.
Well, I'm going to pick a game that actually is cheaper than I thought it was. I was going to pick this game if it was $60. But at $20 base and lowest recorded price of $2, this game is an entire simulated galaxy's worth of fun. You can just keep on going and never go to the same place twice if you want to. Just pick a line and go with it and explore the most dangerous galaxy in the Milky Way of Elite Dangerous. So many different playstyles.
Really
so much
hit you
space.
guys.
Yeah,
Really
it did.
hit you guys in a lot of fun ways.
It's a great game. I cannot recommend it enough. Like, I genuinely think that if you asked my younger self, like me at age 7, what my perfect video game would look like, I would basically have described Elite Dangerous to you.
Huh. I have a different pick for best space game ever, but
There's a lot of good choices. I mean, there's always Free Space 2, X-Wing vs. TIE Fighter, No Man's Sky. You know, there's a lot of good games.
I love No Man's Sky. My only gripe about No Man's Sky is the lack of civilization, and they're fixing that.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like every patch they work on something that people were like, oh yeah, that would make this feel even more alive than before.
No, there is actually an update where they're putting like actual like towns on planets or like more than just the settlements. They're actually putting like real towns.
See, that would make such a huge difference to me because it just eventually you've seen everything you can see in the worlds and you're like, okay, this is just this stuff rearranged differently. But then they make a new patch and there's new shit to see. So like over time, that game would also win that award. It's just we didn't play it this year.
It's funny. Just the other day on Drop Frames, I heard Ko talking about No Man's Sky, and the way he put it was, he said, that game is one of those games that I'm like, a patch comes out and I'm like, man, that looks really cool. I just don't know if I'm ready to go back to it yet. And he goes, and then like 2 or 3 patches comes out and I go, well, time for another playthrough.
This is a local joke to a lot of places. I've heard it here, obviously, but there's this joke that if you don't like the weather in the Ohio River Valley, wait 10 minutes. And I feel like that's kind of like what No Man's Sky is like. If you don't like the game as it stands, wait 10 minutes. They're going to patch it and put new cool shit in it.
Yep.
Well, that and the community themselves are actually working on building cities. You could actually like join Discords where people like direct you to a specific planet, and then there's so many people who build bases and stuff on the planet that it's like their cities.
That's like Minecraft type shit, but in space now. That rules.
Yeah.
So
coordinated builds are just so fucking cool to me. Like, me and Dalton still keep meaning to go to the Middle-earth Minecraft server and just take a look at that one day.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of Minecraft servers I want to check out that people have built. It's fucking the entirety of Middle-earth. There's people who have done... There's an official one that's part of the Windows Minecraft where you can go to Disney World, or Disneyland, excuse me, and ride rides and stuff. And then now they've done one for Universal as well. It's just super cool.
That's sick. Sorry, I keep muting and unmuting myself and not hitting it the right second time.
Oh, good. Ladies and gentlemen, these next two categories are the most controversial categories on our entire list. But not for a reason that you would think. It's literally just because me and Willie can't come to an understanding sometimes.
We had a little argument behind the scenes when we... Basically, Dalton a month ago said, hey, you guys, anyone have any great ideas for new categories this year? And then I didn't work on my award nominations or anything until about 3 hours ago. Well, no, 6 hours ago now. But... So, when I was working on that, I realized, you know what's strange, Dalton? We have great categories for music, writing, and all of that. But the visual arts are a little underrepresented. What if we had a category for art direction or, best spriting or something like that? And Dalton eventually thought about it and came up with a couple of categories that I think are going to be very satisfying to the listeners and for us to perform.
I'm pretty sure the initial reaction was, I asked you about this 3 months ago, dude.
Yeah, and I said, I wasn't thinking about it 3 months ago. Didn't have anything to tell you then.
And that was directed at all three of you in that chat. Like, motherfuckers, I asked all of you 3 months ago. You got any new shit you want to add?
Yes, but I didn't have an idea until now.
No, I know. And I was really just fucking with you guys.
I know. If we actually thought you were mad, we wouldn't be calling it a controversy in a funny way on the podcast. We would be talking about it like adults off the air.
To me, was the controversy was that I was saying we should also do best graphics. You were taking that as, no, we should just do best graphics, not best art direction. And then I had to make the distinction that I'm talking about two. And then you were like, oh, okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah, because once I figured out how I would define graphics separately from art direction, it became a really straightforward. So those are the Dalton's categories. Wow. Those are the categories that Dalton ended up leaning on, which is best graphics overall and best art direction. So shall we get into those then?
Let's go with best art direction, man.
All right. So I don't know how you've chosen to define the two categories, but in my mind, art direction is essentially all of the assets in the game combined, whereas graphics is specifically stuff rendered in the game. And again, that's my definition. That doesn't have to be yours. I'm just telling the listeners that's what I was thinking when I picked this. And so for art direction, I really loved the hand-drawn and special effects laden style. When I was changing my computer over from Windows to Linux, like, moving this game around on the partition almost made it choke several times because there are thousands and thousands of just JPEGs in the files of just individual drawings that they did. But ultimately, most of those drawings are of the same thing. A dungeon, a princess, and your quest to, or not to, slay her.
Interesting choice.
I'll go ahead and go next. My best art direction was also Slay the Princess, because just the way that everything was hand-drawn and it was done so well.
Yeah.
And that one scene in the end, it was either one of the endings I got or it was just one of the endings that you could come across, where layer by layer, the picture of the cabin just got worse. Mm-hmm. They just started taking away drawing layers to where at the very end, it was literally like the sketch when they were just thinking it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just thought that was so cool the way they did that. So I got to give it the Slay the Princess.
There was that, and there was the mirror shattering on the narrator, too, I thought was just an amazingly done scene.
What about you, Mick?
All right. So I didn't play Slay the Princess, so unfortunately I can't make this a sweep.
That's fine.
But I'm going with the game that was all art. Like, the whole thing was art. The story was based on a painter.
That was my runner-up.
Yeah. So, right off the bat, I have to go to the story that was the most artistic, and that was The Unfinished Swan.
So I told you guys that I was
Fantastic game.
splitting the categories on a certain line, right? And I had two immediate names that jumped out to me. Best graphics, because all of the stuff I was really impressed by was rendered in that crazy art style in the engine with the paint and the monochrome everywhere, is Unfinished Swan.
I can't fault either of you for those. It being best art direction and being best graphics.
The weirdest
Both
thing
are
is,
really good choices.
when I nominated the category of Best Art Direction, it was to give an award to The Unfinished Swan because I felt bad that I didn't have an award for it. But when you came up with the split, I'm like, I have an even better place to put it.
Hell yeah, man. Well, I'll go ahead. I'll give my best graphics then, and we'll actually no, Mick, give your best graphics. I'll go last on this one.
Best graphics?
Yep.
So, my distinction between Best Art Direction and Best Graphics was Best Art Direction, pretty, but maybe not the best graphics, just pretty in the way it was presented.
So you're talking about like hardware style. How much did it make your system really redline?
Best graphics is going to be like the most beautifully rendered, realistic looking, just set your PC on fire with how much detail is in every little bit. And the really only graphically demanding game that I think we played this year for the show was Doom Eternal, so I had to give it to that.
And Doom Eternal does so much with so little, too. That game runs on way weaker hardware than you would expect for how gorgeous it is.
Right. But it still is.
Oh, no, I'm saying I
gorgeous.
agree with you. I'm just saying the id Software boys have done it again, man.
My best graphics is also Doom Eternal. So the way that I looked at them is best art direction is going to be just how overall pretty do I find the game. Like Chained Echoes could have easily have won that. You know what I mean? Dave the Diver could have won that for the way that game looked.
Oh, especially the cutscenes. Those are so unreal. That art style is really cool and unique.
Yeah, and even Myst could have won best art direction, right?
Myst was runner-up in both of those categories for me.
But best graphics, I put that as kind of like what Mick said. It looks the best that it can, but I'm going to throw in two while also running good, because it doesn't matter if your game looks really good. If it runs like shit, then fuck your game, right?
That's fair.
So, but Doom Eternal basically is the game that you would make if you just wanted to sell NVIDIA cards to people. And that is why it won your game, your Graphics of the Year. And I completely think that is a valid approach. That's also why we talked about this behind the scenes, because we had different definitions for best graphics. Whereas I prefer stylized graphics. Like, I would say that I thought that, even though it had very simplistic graphics, it looks like a game from 1988. I think Undertale had better graphics than Forward to the Sky, which is a 3D game.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't disagree with that.
Just different definitions.
But the way Doom Eternal, the game came out 2018?
2020.
2020? Okay, so a 5-year-old game. Still, though, looked insane, and it ran 4K at 120 frames per second on my PC. Beautiful, dude. Absolutely beautiful. Really, really, really well optimized game.
Yeah, unquestionably.
Let's see. What do we got left? We're getting down to the nitty gritty here, boys. There's only a handful left.
I believe so. And I haven't been marking what we've been going, so I don't think I can pick any categories without going right to the bigs.
I have been.
Yeah, I've been deleting my answers as we go. So
I've just been doing strike through on them.
That would have been smart. I meant to do that, and I only started doing that halfway through, and then I stopped doing it because I figured someone else would be responsible.
Can we do most relaxing and most addictive next?
Oh, that's a great choice.
works for me. I'll go first. Okay. Most relaxing. There was something about this game that I expected to be frustrated with, but I just didn't really get frustrated. I really enjoyed my time with it. The soundscapes, specifically Channelwood, and just using the sound of the water to navigate the puzzle.
God, Channelwood was so fucking good.
Was so calming to me that my most relaxing time in Game of the Year was Myst.
Wow.
That is a great dude, the moment you said Channelwood and just the sound puzzle with the water running. Yes. What a great choice. God, I'm just hearing it in my head. I remember finding it so satisfying as I did it for the first time. And like, again, people complained that Myst is a little obtuse. That puzzle explained itself perfectly without a word.
Without anything. It was just so good, dude. So good.
So I'll give my most relaxing next. I have a winner and an honorable mention. My winner is a game earlier I said I didn't give any awards to, and it's because I fucked up and forgot that I gave it this. I actually thought Cult of the Lamb's combination of gentle roguelite gameplay with base building was really fucking chill.
I can see that.
That's a runner-up for me.
Then I'll go ahead and give my runner-up as well, which was Telltale's Wallace and Gromit, which I just found very pleasant in every way.
Fuck, I forgot about that. Yeah, that would be a runner-up for me, too, for most relaxing. Although I did get frustrated at one puzzle, so I'll put it right behind this. I soft-locked myself because I shut the bee thing before the bees went over there, and I couldn't reset it. Yep.
That's right, we talked about that in the app. Yeah. But, I mean, the vibes were immaculate. It was great vibes.
It solidified me as a Wallace and Gromit fan. I fucking love Wallace and Gromit.
And it took me as someone who was Wallace curious to quite enjoying the character as well.
What about you, Mickey?
So I went with Dave the Diver.
Okay.
Simply because you don't have to do anything scary in that game. Well, at least for me. I know, Dalton, you and Underwater don't really mix. But you could just go fishing for the sake of fishing. You can get your sushi or get your fish and build up money. You could just go exploring as far down as you want. It's something that you could pick up and play. You could do a run, put it down, do the other half of the day later, put it down, come back, do the sushi restaurant. That said, I do have a couple of games on the short list for next year that are actually meant to be cozy and relaxing.
Hell yeah, we're finally doing Critter Cove. Why did Dalton not make the face I expected him to, as if he was saying, "Oh, you son of a bitch, you gave it away"?
I mean, it's one of mine.
I mean, Critter Cove was gifted to us recently by one Dalton, so I'm sure that'll come up at some point. But no, I don't know. You know me.
Dave the Diver was so relaxing. Just the fact that you can get into not only was it relaxing, to play, like you say, a session or even a half of the day at a time, but sometimes you just got into a flow state in that game and spent 6 hours in the abyss, basically, and not a moment you regretted afterwards.
That's also true. That's another game that you could play with the sound off and, play a little before bed and that type of thing.
Yeah, I got nothing but positive things to say about Dave the Diver. Like I said earlier, it just kept missing my top 3.
That said, I do want to play more games that don't have that much combat, and it's more about I don't know, farming or not quite Stardew Valley-ish, but being able to build a house, put furniture in the house. I don't know, Rune Factory comes to mind.
I feel like you're describing Animal Crossing, basically.
Well, I love Animal Crossing.
Rune Factory.
Yeah,
I know there is, but it's not. It's not hard.
No. I get that. I'm right there with you, dude.
Stardew is hard either.
There are point and click games I'd love to play.
I can't believe we haven't gotten to a hidden object game in a couple of years. I would love to get back on that train.
Those hidden object games were great. FMV games, dude, I'm all about.
Yeah.
I mean, we did Myst, which is the cousin of an FMV game. It has FMV in it.
So I'm right there with you.
Really postage stamp sized ones, but it did have FMV.
There's another one coming out that I forget the name of that I saw a trailer of that looks like it's going to be cool too. So yeah, I would like some more cozy in my life.
There's nothing wrong with that, man. Not everything has to be a violent bloodfest.
The monkey's paw curls, and we're playing the cozy game also known as Pokemon with Gun.
Oh, I love Pal World. God,
I know you do.
Pal World is
I love that game. No, that
I do think I would like it.
That is by definition to me a cozy game because it's either base building or exploring. There's really not much in between, and the fights are not
really
that
being
hard.
Sarcastic. I was being silly, but I actually did kind of mean it. I do think it would be
kind of funny how Pokemon Legends ZA took a similar combat system to Pal World, but
well, gee, maybe someone should sue.
Right?
God, what a big fuck you. Hey, your combat system's just slightly close to ours. We think we should sue you for that. Yeah, there's no suit here. Oh, I think there is, bitch. I think there is.
The patents that Nintendo filed are getting looked at to see if they should have been filed to begin with. Or if they should have passed to begin with.
They're
court case is
fucking
actually
monopolish.
Yeah, no, this court case is actually, from what I understand, starting to kick them in the butt, and they're the ones who started it.
What game company patent I think should get looked at is the one Namco has on playing games on loading screens.
I thought that one expired.
I might think it would have because Splatoon had something similar during matchmaking, but it's strictly during matchmaking, not loading. So maybe that's why it's different.
Tekken 2 had Galaga, I think it was, or Galaxia, one of those two games.
Yeah, and
I would play the shit out of that.
But that's the problem. They patented it after they did that. And so no one else could do it.
Bastards.
I mean, it was a great idea. I just don't think it was patent worthy. I don't think it was that innovative. I think anyone would think, okay, this is dead time. You should be able to play a game during this time. I think that's common sense.
And let me try to work a little steamy magic here. Having played the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, I think that's great. Now give me like Legacy of the Tekken.
Legacy of the Iron Fist. Let's go.
Yeah. Give us the Legacy of the Iron... Thank you. I couldn't remember what Tekken stood for. Yeah, Legacy of the Iron Fist. And just give us, like, Tekken 1 through 4 and maybe Tekken Tag.
Tag, for sure. Tag
give us the console versions. Give us the arcade versions. Just like they did Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. It would be... It would sell millions, dude.
How many games are in Legacy, anyway?
Huh?
How many games are in Legacy of the main line?
Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, and 4. Arcade versions and home console ports. There is... Mortal Kombat's Mythology, Sub-Zero, Mortal Kombat Special Forces.
I don't care about the sideline games. I just wanted the main series.
And then there are the Game Boy versions, Mortal Kombat Arcade Tournament, which I think is Deadly Alliance, but on the Game Boy. And then there is like a Game Boy version of Mortal Kombat 4 that we don't talk about.
Yeah. The Game Boy version of Mortal Kombat 4 has my favorite glitch in any... Wait, no, it wasn't 4. I think it was maybe the Game Boy Advance version of Mortal Kombat Trilogy has my favorite glitch out of any fighting game I've ever heard of, which is there is a glitch in the game that causes all of the male fighters to give Shiva's yell, and Shiva isn't in that version of the game.
That's so weird. That's so weird.
Mortal Kombat, you never cease to amaze. I do love me some combat. You're making me nostalgic. I kind of want to play some now.
Yeah, I really love Mortal Kombat, man. I really do. All right, you said up next, most addictive?
Most addictive.
Most addictive.
So you remember earlier for most fun game when I just wrote the word bloodshed in all capital letters and didn't write anything else? That's also what I have under most addictive.
Fair.
That's fair.
You guys remember how I was with bloodshed, so yeah.
Yeah. I do. And I don't disagree because that is also my most addictive because it was just run after run after run. I was like, okay, next one's the last one.
Sure.
I have to fucking go to bed. And then I'm doing a run and my bedroom door opens and in comes Lilith because my mom has woken up and it is 7 a.m. and she has come to let the dog in so I can take her out instead of her taking her out because I'm still awake. And I'm like, well, good morning, baby girl. She's always, let me tell you something. Lilith is a hyperactive demon 80% of the day.
But she's a sweetheart in the morning?
You catch her in the morning, you catch her right after nap time. When she's still sleepy, she is the most loving dog in the fucking world.
God, speaking of sleepy dogs, so my parents' dog, Pumpkin, had been really sleepy earlier this week because it was really cold out, and so she just wants to sit in her little doggy crate with all of her warm blankets and stuff. They started using the fireplace earlier this week. Now that dog will not shut up all day long. She is just full of beans, dude.
Yeah, she's like, it's warm in here now. Yeah!
Yep. If a dog could say, yeah, boy, that would be the only thing she could say.
Yeah, I'm fast as fuck, boy!
Yeah, boy!
So, Mikolov, most addictive.
Most addictive to me went to, sorry, it's getting late, so I'm a little stumbly in my words.
We're almost there, dog.
I know. We got. I'm looking at the categories, and we got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left.
I believe it.
So most addictive to me is a game again that I did not expect to be addicted, and then I played it, and then I played it some more, and then I played it some more, and then I'm like, I really need to put this down. Let me finish up this base I'm building. Subnautica sucked me in. And the only reason I'm not playing it now is because I'm playing other games, but man, I need to go back and beat that game because it's a slow burn. It takes you a while to get into the deep and you really have to work to get down there, but the act of working to get down there is fun.
Once you get the ability to start getting deeper too, I feel like the game starts coming together pretty quickly.
Yeah, and the exploring that I did was fun because I just made it to where, I wouldn't suffocate.
I know, you were a little oxygen bitch, just like you were in Dave the Diver.
I was, dude. And you'll hear me complain whenever we play Tomb Raider games and there are underwater sections that I'm like, God damn it, it's fucking breath meter.
You know, I mean, as long as you don't mind me calling you a little oxygen bitch, I'm happy you play the games the way that makes you happy.
Hey, man. Can't help what makes me not feel good.
No, that's valid. That's valid. I'm still going to make fun of you, but that's because we homies.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's see. Homies, talk about those dogs of mine. Yeah, that one's for Kana.
Talking about homies.
I got the rope around Kana. I'm pulling her into the dark carnival.
Oh, no.
Slowly but surely.
Then again, I knew that song too, so maybe I'm not...
Yeah, exactly. You're on the outskirts, dog. I can see you out there on the...
I'm in suburban Juggalonia.
Suburban Juggalonia. There's an album title. Trademark Nile the Nightmare. All right, we got 3 main categories left. 1 different one, and then the games we want to get to in 2026. Right. So let's go best side character.
Did I have a tie for this one? No, I didn't have a tie. I had a character and a runner-up. So my best side character award is Hell Priest Deeg Ranak from Doom Eternal, who is just the little guy that pleads for his life before Doom Guy kills him mercilessly and takes his head off. Like, that basically kicked off all the stuff that happened in Doom Eternal.
Okay.
Like, just the way he casually decapitates him while he's over there groveling and offering him power and fame and money and shit.
Oh, at the beginning?
At the very beginning, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I loved that.
Just
like,
splashed on your head.
Yeah, if you had no prior background to Doom Guy before playing
this, you would know everything you needed to from that scene.
Just fuck Doom Guy, don't fucking care.
Which is, I feel like Doom Guy did the exact same thing in Doom 2016 when you first get off the tomb you're basically in. You get into the elevator and Samuel Hayden starts talking to you, and Doom Guy just punches the thing off because he's tired of hearing his shit. Like, it's an equal level of, this is Doom Guy, this is the Slayer, this is us, and we are here to rip and fucking tear. And my runner-up is actually Major Crumb from Fright of the Bumblebees, because that is not a character from the Wallace and Gromit show. That was an original character for the game.
That guy was really fucking funny, dude.
He brought me great joy. Like, just every time I ran across him, I'm like, he's talking about the war, and then sometimes he's right. Yeah, he's always saluting.
Always doing the salute, dude.
That big British-style salute with the hand out, yeah. He just really cracked me up, and I hope he's in the other games, but I only know him from Fright of the Bumblebees, since that's the only one we did for the show. You did get me the rest of the series, though, and I do intend to play it.
I actually want to play those games, too.
I really think you would like them a lot, Mikolov.
I think
cozy.
Yeah, the word we used over and over on the show was charming. Because even when they're not laugh out loud funny, they're still funny enough to make you smile.
You will chuckle or smile, yeah. Like, it's just feel good entertainment.
Yes, it makes you feel just happy. It brings joy.
My best side character was a fiery sumbitch. Very, very slick in their ways. Really kind of standoffish at first, but then comes around to be a mainstay. And this woman is sick and tired of your fucking shit.
Sienna?
Before I picked Haruka, she was actually my leading character for best hero. Not even side character, but top hero.
Sienna from Chained Echoes. I fucking love that lady so much.
I kept saying it during the episode. I kept saying it to people I was talking to when playing the game. She gets all the good lines.
She's the Han Solo.
Yes, exactly. She's the lovable scoundrel. She's great.
And I love that she's a samurai and not your typical dagger wielding thief.
Yeah, the fact that she has the samurai toolkit despite having like the thief occupation and the pilfer move and everything, but then she's a katana wielding badass that like slides through someone like a Kurosawa film. Like, it's so cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if we mentioned this on the episode, but I don't know if we've mentioned it here, but a fucking crit monster if you stat her right.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you raise up her, she's got a move where if she's got high agility, it does like 5 times damage. And if they're paralyzed, it does 3 times damage.
Yeah, you guys told me about the paralyzed thing last time, and I've got to get using that shit.
And you have crit up, and your crit goes off when you hit one of those. Massive chunk.
Well, I didn't realize that Rob had an attack that inflicts paralyze because I have them on the same slot. I have Rob as the back row for Sienna. So I could put Rob in, paralyze, throw Sienna in, do that attack, and it'll be a fucking massacre.
Yep.
I keep Rob in a separate slot. I keep him with lean.
Interesting.
Because then I could paralyze and Aiajitsu on the same turn.
I like that. I have Lena and Balraz on the same slot because I figure, I have them by character archetype, basically. You know what I mean? Like
I know we all pronounce that name differently.
That's actually why I have Sienna and Bathraz in the same slot. Because you got one mercenary switching to another mercenary, depending on the type of mercenary you need at the time.
See, I was thinking more along the roles, and to me, Sienna's a DPS character and Bathraz is a mage, but yeah, both of them are mercenary scandal. Yeah, that's true. That's a really interesting way
I have
looking at
Lean
it.
and Rob because they go hand in hand. If you don't need Rob, you need
works,
Lean. Yeah. Glenn, I just keep by himself. Like I never swap him out. And then I have Victor.
I have the little goat guy on Glenn, but I never use the goat guy. So
I don't even have the goat guy. I didn't even know I could get a goat guy.
How do you not have the goat? Did you not just explore slightly near that one? You know what? You'll find it.
Dude, I was so concerned about golden pathing that I.
Yeah, but now you don't have to think about that. You can take as much time with the game, have as much fun as you want.
Now I can, yeah.
He's very near. He's in the archipelago area. He's very near where you end up going anyway at one point, and I think that's how you managed to miss him. I think you just didn't land there first.
I just want to say real quick, I love that you call her Lean, you call her Lena. Mm-hmm. I called her Leanna. I don't know why.
Where are you getting that extra syllable?
You guys do know that that's a Chrono Trigger reference, right?
Leanna. Yeah, we had that conversation on the actual episode.
Pronounce the Chrono Trigger character's name Lena also.
Oh, well, I pronounce it Lean.
Well, I mean, her real name's Dagger, right?
Marl. Dagger is Final Fantasy 9. He
knows what he was doing.
I was going to say, God damn it, Mick, I know that.
I caught it.
Mick's tired.
I'm going to say it again. God damn it, Dalton.
Coming soon to a vocal cover near you.
It's a blessed and it's a cursed. God damn it, Dalton. Damn it, Dalton.
These are.
I have to give my best side character. That's what we're on?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because you were Sienna, you were...
And mine was Deeg Vernok, the Hell Priest from Doom Eternal that you murk in the first minutes of the game.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, that guy. Man. So I'm really glad I picked the side character. Because he's also fiery. And he also is a bit standoffish, but starts to come around. He also wields a knife, but he does not wield this knife to kill or maim. He wields this knife to make really, really good seafood out of shark heads.
Oh, fuck you. That's not who I was thinking of.
Who did you think I was thinking of?
None of us gave it to Nagumo.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. No, I was expecting someone to give it to Nagumo.
No,
okay, no, it's cool. It's cool.
Now you're picking the chef then, right?
Bento Man, right?
I'm picking the chef. Picking Bancho. I gotta give it to my boy Bancho.
I loved Bancho. Dude, Bancho's animations made me so happy every time. Like, just that really anime and kung fu movie inspired shit he would do was just, it got me every time.
Why did you think I was gonna say Nagumo? Nagumo doesn't really use a knife, does he?
No, but when you were talking about him at first, he's fiery. Like, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm
heart of gold.
I remember how much you loved Nagumo. So I vote that next year we call this the Nagumo Side Character Award.
In honor of the guy that didn't win it?
In honor of the guy that should have won. I'm pulling a Kanye.
How much of a sidekick do you have to be the sidekick that doesn't get recognized for the sidekick awards? Isn't that truly, truly excellence in a way?
I mean, Nagumo is a fantastic character. I forgot about him. Poor guy.
We had a lot of really good characters in this year.
Yeah, Bancho was also awesome, though.
Bancho just... all the cast of Dave the Diver really brought me joy, but Bancho especially. Like, I would never skip his animations, even if I'd seen him a dozen times. The one where the little fish in the background is scared, like, that one always cracks me up.
In my head canon, Bancho was Samuel L. Jackson.
I could totally hear that. But him, like, talking very quietly. Like, he's not yelling. He's
normal voice.
Yeah.
Low tone. Just chill.
So, we've got 4 categories left before number 1. We've got best story, best writing, best game we played not for the show, and what we hope to get to in 2026.
Traditionally, we do that last one after best game, so I guess we should get to the writing categories, right?
I was gonna say, I think, and it's obviously it's not my call, but I think we should do best story and best writing next, and then do the last.
Don't say it's not your call, like you're not a full voting member of this establishment. Just because you're not Dalton doesn't mean you don't have rights.
I think we just go.
It is his baby, though.
We go top to bottom order. So
Okay.
best story, best writing, best game we played, best game, or the game we hope to get to, and then we hit number one.
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds like a plan.
I like
Or
it.
we can do games we hope to get to after number one. Doesn't matter.
Either
We'll
way.
figure that out.
We'll figure it out when we get
Call it
there.
in the ring, boys. Best story.
Story. So again, this is another of those categories. We have story and writing as separate categories, which, much like now, we have graphics and art direction. So there's a lot of things people can debate about as to what those categories mean. And that's why I like them being a little vague, because it means we get to put our own personal spin on them. To me, I would say that the game with the best story was the one, strangely, usually I would give this award, I would give this a writing award instead, because usually I would say writing is about how you tell the story, and story is about what the story is. But I don't think you
I
can
agree
separate.
with that.
But I don't think you can separate the story from how it was told in the first place. I don't think there is another way you could possibly have done Outer Wilds' story. And I think that it did tell the best individual story of any game we played this year.
Okay. I can't argue with that. Can't argue with that.
It definitely sounded like a very interesting story, just based on the presentation alone.
Right, it's all about, there's not even so much, I mean, there is gameplay in the sense that you fly spaceships and stuff, but most of it's about exploration and discovery, not about doing. Like, it's more about seeing and learning instead of doing.
And a time crunch. Don't forget the time crunch.
There is a time crunch. But did you ever just stand on, like, one of the planets as the sun was about to explode next to the other guy and be like, hey, yeah, it is all about to end, but let's go through it together.
Yeah.
Just,
Oh, I'm not saying it was bad. I'm just saying there was a time crunch.
I'm just saying that kind of story could only be told in that kind of game. That it makes you make your own stories in addition to the game's story, and
Well,
that's why I'm
also
giving
keep in mind,
story.
some really great storytelling is based on a time loop. Like,
Sure.
look at Majora's Mask. Like, that game was revolutionary back in the day for being a time loop.
In fact, one of the reasons I didn't know if I would like Outer Wilds or not was because I found Majora's Mask really stressful as a kid. Like, I'd never beat it because I didn't. The time loop mechanic stressed me out too much. But when I treated it as a narrative device this time, I really liked it. And I think I would like Majora's Mask because it's the same game. Yeah. They're both about the apocalypse is a couple of minutes away.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed Majora's Mask strictly because one of my favorite episodes of Star Trek was when they were stuck in a time loop.
Oh, yeah. That could be a few of them. Which one is the one you mean?
The one where the ship explodes at the end multiple times.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I don't remember what it's called, but I know the one you're talking about.
And it's
that is the most Majora's Mask episode.
It's called Cause and Effect.
That's right. It's a TNG episode, right?
It's a TNG episode.
Yeah.
And every time the Enterprise basically explodes before every commercial break, and coming back from the commercial break, they go back to the beginning of the episode. And
then there's that one thing that they made into the meme where it's like, we could have been here how many times? And then they made that GIF into like a, Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know Cause and Effect now. It took me a while. For some reason, right now, the only TNG episode I can name off the top of my head is Measure of a Man.
Well, I mean, that's the one where Data actually gets rights as an individial.
Yeah, it's the one where Data's on trial as whether he's a human or not.
Oh, and freaking Riker has to... Dalton's not talking anymore because he has no idea what we're talking about. Riker has to be the prosecutor, and so he has to, like, go against Data and, like...
Yeah, it's... everything about
takes his arm off at one point. Like, yeah.
Fuck you, Mikolov. I watched that in ethics class.
I did that in college. I honest to God watched that episode for a college class too. We did it for philosophy at University of Louisville.
I watched that episode as a kid with my
yes,
father.
I did too, but I'm saying I also got college credit for it later on, so...
Yeah.
That's why it's fresher on my mind.
If I, like, right when I got home from school before the TBS comedy block started, if I got home a little early, I would always catch an episode or two or New Generation. So, like, I've seen episodes of them. I don't know where they are at in the story and yada yada, you know what I mean? So.
Well, TNG was also less about a linear story. Most of them stand alone. It's not like Deep Space Nine where there is kind of an overarching plot you need to follow.
I do remember Q.
Q was I loved Q so much.
I need to meet John Delancey before he dies. Although he's in perfect health. he looks for even.
Well, you're just trying to kill him with steamy magic?
No, I want to find a way to meet him with steamy magic.
Do you think he does conventions and stuff? Because I'm sure he seems like the kind of guy who would appreciate meeting a fan.
I think he does. I think he only does the Trek one, so I haven't really been anywhere where he would show up to. As a matter of fact, the last Trek convention that I was actually considering going to had the entire Next Gen crew, including him.
Wow.
So, yeah, one of these days. I did meet Nichelle Nichols before she died, though.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. Ahura, man.
Yeah, no, I met
Did you know that she didn't know she was number 3 in charge of the Enterprise until a civil rights activist told her about it?
Really? I didn't know that either.
Yeah,
I thought it was MLK.
I think it might have been MLK that told her that, yeah.
Because she did talk about meeting him and talking to him.
Yeah, because apparently that was the order of operations on the bridge. Is Kirk was first in command, then Spock, and then Uhura.
Yeah.
I am taking absolutely nothing away from the man and what he did. But there is an MLK figure in the Wax Museum in St. Augustine. Mm-hmm. Much shorter than I expected.
Huh.
Like, I really expected him to be like a large, booming presence, the way he spoke and everything. I think he was 5'6", 5'7".
That's interesting. I wouldn't have thought that either.
That's about how tall I am.
But he's larger than life in our memory of him. You know, we think of him.
But in my memory, he was this big, boisterous, huge, booming voice guy.
He was a force.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. He was 5'7". Huh.
And I'm standing next to this thing like, I expected to look up at Martin Luther King for some reason.
I mean, it makes sense.
That was just an interesting thing.
Like, metaphorically speaking, we do, you know? Like, he was a towering figure of, you know, his movement, and we think of him as larger than life, but I guess, you know, he was a man too. And I guess it's also very important to his legacy to think about. Like, you know, we can't just make heroes and deities out of people. They were just men too. Just very well-spoken
and that's what I'm
interesting
saying. That's why I was like, I'm taking nothing away from the guy, but like, I just expected him to be taller from my memory. So that's just,
I get what you mean.
So, Mick, you want to go next? Or you want me to go?
I'll go. We're doing best story.
Yes, sir.
I thought we were talking about Star Trek.
Oh, we were.
Hey, Mick, I have a question. There are 2 characters from Star Trek Voyager that had good episodes, and everyone else's episodes sucked. Who were they?
7 of 9 and the Doctor.
Yes. Correct. Every episode that was either about 7 or 9 or the Doctor were good episodes. Every other episode, Dookie.
Yeah, agreed. Although I like Voyager as a whole. I like the concept of it, and but I also didn't hate Enterprise, and everybody shits on that series.
I haven't seen Enterprise. Voyager was just it was okay most of the time. I'm exaggerating for comic effect. It was watchable
okay
popcorn TV. It just wasn't
but
as smart as TNG, or as interesting as Deep Space Nine, or as fun as the original series.
I didn't like how Janeway as a captain was just a complete and total asshole.
Yeah, she always just seemed to do what was most convenient for the plot to go to bad places.
The part that really solidified how much I hated her character was when Lieutenant Paris did something to help a planet, and in doing so, he violated the Prime Directive. And she if that had happened on the Enterprise, Picard would have yelled at them and put a formal reprimand in their record, and that's it.
Right.
Fucking Janeway demotes him. Fucking reduces him to rank an ensign and puts him in jail for a month.
And you know that in a different episode, Janeway would have done the exact same decision he had made.
Yeah, exactly. So that writing right there, like right there, I'm like, you're no Picard. Like, because you know what? Picard would have hated it, but he would have understood. You know how many times Picard let Worf slide
Picard would have put a formal,
Picard let Worf slide for a
warning on him,
murder.
and then off the record tell him, "Good job, by the way."
Yeah,
and Kirk wouldn't have even bothered with the formal warning.
No,
Kirk would just have said, "I'm supposed to give you a formal warning."
Yeah, exactly. But no, Janeway just wow, just nasty. Kate Mulgrew, fantastic actress. Janeway.
Agreed.
Not a great character. Go ahead, Dalton. I'm sorry, I'm ranting.
To bring this back around to the video game spectrum.
All right, we're a video game podcast.
Breaking news, according to the JRPG Report Twitter. Falcom has revealed that Trails in the Sky Second Chapter remake will be coming out fall of 2026.
Nice! That's soon.
That's cool, because probably by the time I beat it, it'll be time for that one to come out.
which is fine because then maybe we can do a revisit, play through second chapter remake, and Willie can see second chapter.
What if?
And we
that
can
would
be
so
back
cool.
on track with Trails.
Oh my god, they've saved us. Nihon Falcom, you've done it again.
So now I need to find time in 2026 to play. Quite frankly, the little bit of first chapter remake I played is phenomenal. Because they struck a balance of ease action combat and Trails turn-based combat, and you jump from one to the next, and it's really fun.
You're going to enjoy the plot and stuff, the characters you meet. Like, there's the music.
I'm already in love with Shara.
Oh, of course, we all are.
As you should be. As you should be.
Well, I mean, I was in love with Shara when she was polygons. Now she's a fully rendered anime art-drawn character, and now I'm really in love with her.
Have you got to see her interact with Olivier yet? Because those are good times.
Not yet. I'm still too early.
Cool.
Oh, and like, there's little touches. Like, I just got the bracer emblem for Joshua and why am I?
Estelle?
She's the freaking main character. Thank you, Estelle. And apparently, like, they actually changed the rendering of the character so that they're wearing them.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's cool.
I love when they do that in games.
There's little touches. I found the sewer level to be much more approachable. Like the game itself, they didn't take away from the soul of it, but they definitely made it much more approachable for someone like me.
That's cool, because I thought that the first game was quite approachable in the first place, but if it's even better for you, I'm so happy to hear that. The reason I haven't played SE is not because I have a problem with the Trails game. It's just time and attention are never there.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like we're not doing a podcast where we have to play video games all the time.
Well, I mean, here's the thing is now I want to play Chained Echoes all the time.
Yeah. Me too.
So Mikolov, best story.
All right. I have to give this to the story with the best plot twists.
Ooh.
I mean, I don't know how else to describe it. It's just the best plot twists. With you guessing, and wondering what these big secrets are that are being hidden from you.
Oh, yeah. They're big.
You have to try to kind of reclaim, your neighborhood back, which got taken over pretty much, and is just a mess just because you were in prison for 3 years. And you weren't there to, like, maintain the status quo. And then, just when you think that the plot twist couldn't get any plot twistier, someone who you thought was your friend is your enemy, and there's a big giant boat in the ocean.
The sequel to the Yamato.
That fucking scene, dude.
So crazy. Like, they had to have something huge to make that all worth it. And when they showed us that, I'm like, oh. And it made sense. It made it make sense why the game takes place in Hiroshima.
Yeah.
Because there needed to be a shipyard there for it to make sense.
So, yeah. Gotta give it to Yakuza 6, A Song of Life.
Great choice.
That just leaves me, right?
Yeah.
In a year where we played games like Yakuza 5, Yakuza 6, The Outer Worlds, The Unfinished Swan, Octopath Traveler 2.
We did not play The Outer Worlds this year.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Outer Wilds. Thank you, Lily. Thank you. Outer Wilds. I did the thing that everyone does.
I know.
God damn it.
Now that I've played one, I'm never going to do it again. But before that, I used to do it all the time. Couldn't tell them apart.
Out of all these games that we've played, right at the end, slid in this fucking game.
You finished it, so you actually know. You can speak.
That has one of the best stories I've ever played in a game ever. So I had to, without any question in my mind, give best story to Chained Echoes.
Look forward to seeing the next chapter in that story.
That's another one that's twisty.
I'm looking forward to
lots of twists. All right, boys,
I know bad shit's going to happen.
That you're not wrong. You're not. We're almost there. Best writing.
Okay, I'll go first again. So, you know how I just said earlier that usually I would give best story to the game that told a story the best... best story to the game that had the best actual plot, and best writing to the game that told its story the best. But I found the gameplay intertwined so much with the story that you couldn't separate them. That is also true of the game that has the best writing. And what separates this one from the Outer Wilds is there's a quiet award I often give games that it's not an official award, but I've awarded it on the podcast before at your end. You've heard me say it before. And it's the award for the most written game. And without having seen every route in it, I do know that my best writing also goes to the most writing, and that is Slay the Princess.
Dang, this game has gotten a lot of awards.
It is
I have to jump in
masterpiece in storytelling.
and say that I also gave best writing to Slay the Princess. And Willie just said everything I could have. It is a fucking masterpiece in written storytelling.
You couldn't do this in any format other than a video game. It's impossible. This is why this genre can exist as an art form.
So we have 0 sweeps so far.
We have a pseudo sweep. We do have that technically music originally from the Yakuza series won best vocal song.
That's true.
But we also all picked 3 different versions of songs.
Still, we haven't had a sweep yet, and I think that just has to do with like the small hiatus I took in the middle of the year because I just didn't play a lot of the games that you guys did.
You missed some good ones, Champ.
I'm just going on the list of the ones I played, and the writing for this game. This is a game that earlier in this exact podcast I said should have won best setting. And it didn't win best setting because I wanted to give that to Myst. I wanted Myst to be on my list at least once. But this got best writing because the writing is literally in the setting. And it has to do with not only what you are uncovering by manipulating the setting, but also when you literally aim at letters in the setting, it tells you the writing. Yeah. To the point where it looks like a storybook page. It looks like actual writing.
This was in my final 7 as well.
It's gotta go to Unfinished Swan.
When I had that list of 7 games for best setting, yeah.
I'm so happy that game won some awards because it just deserves it. It was such a good early Annapurna, like one of the games that established Annapurna as like, we publish really good artsy shit.
Yeah. When you see that name, you know what you're getting is a truly thoughtfully told story that could only work in video game format.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think the first 2 big, and I could be wrong about the other one, but I think the first 2 big Annapurna games were The Unfinished Swan and Gone Home.
I thought that they did Gone Home, yeah.
Yeah, I think they published that as well. Yeah. So.
I can double check that just to be Annapurna Interactive. Actually, their first title was What Remains of Edith Finch. Gone Home was a year later.
That's what I was thinking of.
Another game that is interesting to me.
Yeah, I mean Kentucky Route Zero, Outer Wilds, obviously, Gone Home, Donut County. A lot of
Donut County's so good.
A lot of
oh
really
my god, that game's so fun. Donut County's a blast. Shout out to Donut County.
Oh, they did Stray. That's right. Oh my god, Stray was genius.
Just good.
All right, boys.
Good writers. Good writers. Good developers.
Well, I think they're
publisher. Yeah, they're a publishing house, but they find the good games. It's like Devolver Digital. If Devolver Digital publishes a game, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like it.
Yeah.
Fair.
All right, man. Best game we played, not for the show.
Do you happen to have like a 7-way tie here also?
No.
Okay.
I had one that stood out above the rest to me.
There are 2 of them that I think they are, and both of them would have been a game you started playing in the last 3 months.
Incorrect.
Oh, well then I don't know yours.
Why don't you go first, Dalton?
Yeah, please.
Because now I'm curious.
Oh, you want me to go first?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said, can I go first? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'll go. Okay. This game gave me a headache when I first started playing it because the ray tracing was really fucking bothering me because it kept crashing, and I was like, why is this doing this? But I finally stopped caring about that, and I played it without ray tracing. And this game's story was so cool, and it's one of those that like you're told through cutscenes, but you also find things around the world because it takes a lot of inspiration from Souls-like games. And taking a Souls-like game and making the story about the journey to the West is so fucking cool, and the bosses were so cool, and the game is so pretty, and we really need to do it for the show sometime. The best game I played not for the show this year by far was Black Myth Wukong.
I would be highly interested in doing Wukong for the show.
So fucking good.
I've heard good things.
It is the reason why I am now back on another like Chinese history kick as far as games go. Dynasty Warriors did it to me back in the day.
I was literally about to say, man, read some 3 Kingdoms, but it sounds like you're way ahead of me.
Love it, dude.
Because, yeah, Dynasty Warriors also absolutely got me reading The Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Like, the moment I met those characters, I'm like, I gotta know what they were really all about.
Yeah, and now I really would like to check out Journey to the West as well.
Sadly,
another Chinese epic.
My only experience with Journey to the West is through fucking Dragon Ball, so I am an uncultured American.
Hey, that's fair. I mean, before this, that was mine.
Hell.
And I have one other game in my library called Enslaved? Journey to the West, I think is what it's called. Let me double check that real quick.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Enslaved Odyssey to the West.
Okay, Odyssey. Well, I mean, a Journey is an Odyssey.
And it's based on that story. But I think I remember the complaint about that game is it's got a lot of bloom and motion blur that you can't turn off.
So PlayStation 3 era.
Yeah, I was going to say it was that era. Yeah, 100%. Yep.
Back when we thought
boys,
brown and bloom was the future.
Willie, go ahead.
Sure. So I have I've narrowed it down to a 5-way tie between games I just really felt like mentioning. And I think that is kind of what this category is. It's more what we wanted to talk about that we didn't do for the show, right? Right?
Yeah.
So I gotta say my first two are 2 games about just going to an alien planet and setting up your own productivity suite so that you can turn that planet into something that people may one day want to live on. So it's Satisfactory and Planet Crafter. Great games. Very fun stuff. Satisfactory is more about the actual production of, like, assembly lines and making materials into new things, whereas Planet Crafter is almost more... It's close to being like a first-person idle game almost, in that after you're done with the exploration stuff, you basically set up machines to terraform the world, but that takes time, and then over time it unlocks new recipes.
That's cool.
My next pick is Rogue, because still not done with it. Maybe 2026 will be the year I beat Rogue. One day I will bring the Amulet of Yendor up to the top of the 26 floors. But today ain't that day. I fucking suck at this game, dudes.
And then you can move on to NetHack.
That's probably the sad fact, is I will either move on to NetHack or maybe Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. One or the other. My next pick is a game we just picked up very recently. And these last two are actually the other two I thought was going to be your pick. First choice is a family-friendly little party game we all know and love. A simple little game about destroying the Lord of the Night! Fucking Night Rain. Elden Ring. Elden Ring Night Rain.
Yeah, Elden Ring Night Rain.
Go ahead, please. Say some words.
I would say that game has been a real fucking fun time with you, Nate and Willie. It's like, what if Elden Ring played a little like Monster Hunter?
It's almost like if you took like a weird 33 cross between a Souls game and Monster Hunter and Fortnite, and it works.
Yeah, it's real weird, but it works.
Like,
and it's really quite fun.
Yeah, super fun. Like, just communicating that the circle is closing and trying to decide what risks we're taking, us changing our character classes but still finding ways to make it work with one another. Like, I feel like our teamwork has improved every time, our knowledge of the game has improved, and it's just been a blast.
And we keep finding things to do solo too while we're not playing with each other. There's like random things you can do as a single player as well. So
yeah, just like unlocking certain character classes requires a solo battle, for instance. There are quite a few little things, so even when we're offline and not playing with the homies, we can still enjoy Night Rain without making us worried that we're getting ahead of everyone.
Yep.
So I think that's...
And then the other... Can I toss a guess at it?
I think you know.
Did I buy you this game?
I think so. Yes, you did.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
So I mentioned Bloodshed earlier today. Megabonk is just that, but better.
Megabonk's so fucking fun. Oh my god, it's addicting as shit. That's another one more round. Oh shit, the sun's up.
Like, dude, I fucking loved Bloodshed. Don't get me wrong. I don't regret a second I spent grinding that entire game to paste. But Megabonk, dude, it is just on a new level of that. It's just
and I need to check out the new update.
Oh, there is a new update. That's right. They added like a new stage. They added a new character, a new weapon.
And a new weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my games. Planet Crafter, Satisfactory, Rogue, Elden Ring Night Rain, and Megabonk.
Yeah, I think if I had to give two runners up, it would be Megabonk and Night Rain. But
that's why I thought you might have been
also,
thinking about them.
I think, was it this year or last year that I played Pathfinder? No, I think that one last year of a game that I played. So yeah. Mick, what about you, man?
So I only picked one. I think it's unfortunately
I tried to flip off Dalton, but I also made this weird fish face at the same time, so everyone just found it comical instead of angry.
That's why I laughed.
Yeah.
He looked like Igor from Young Frankenstein for a second.
Oh my
there.
god, it's Young Frankenstein.
Igor. Frederick. So, anyway, I picked one game. I think the unfortunate thing is that I'm pretty sure it's the exact same game that I picked last year, because I keep going back to it, because it just keeps getting better and better every time. And I bought this game, like, I want to say 10 years ago at this point, and I haven't had to put another dime into it, and I'm still getting new stuff. No Man's Sky.
Yeah. You're so lucky you missed that episode, because that means you can do this every year and we'll never argue with you.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, man, that was it's a good game, man.
It's another contender for a potential revisit, even though I think it's already been revisited.
I don't think we've revisited it for the show yet, but we definitely intend to do it. It's one of those things like Phasmophobia. I could see us doing a comeback episode.
We still need to play The Lighthouse, and now they're adding a whole other shit in there, too.
We're so behind the 8 ball on Phasmophobia. Like, we don't even know what's in that game anymore.
To the point that they showed a trailer for it at the Game Awards.
And we weren't sure that's what it was at first.
Yeah. It's pretty fucking wild. Well, boys, I think we ought to give our number ones.
Yes, I like
and then
that.
we'll quickly run through the games we hope to get to next year.
Yep.
All right.
Then we'll reveal our first game of 2026 and do the house cleaning and all that good shit right now. So, Mickey, do you want to go first or do you want to go last? Because I know you're tired.
Great honors. You get
I'll
to
go
pick.
first.
All right.
You go first? All right.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys are going to be surprised or not at my pick.
I have an idea, but I want to hear you say
Well, here's the thing. I will spoil for you that it is a game we played more than one of in the series. This particular game, this particular title, I should say, did not win a lot of awards in the subcategories for me.
Oh!
But it did win most fun, which made it even above a game that could arguably be better than it because of the length, the amount of stuff to do, and the amount of ways they changed up the story, they changed up the setting. There was no part of this game that I did not enjoy. Even the part that I thought I wasn't going to enjoy, I warmed up to. And so I'm not giving it to Yakuza 6, I'm giving it to Yakuza 5 Remastered.
I am surprised,
right.
but I'm not offended. My hero of the award, your award came from that game, and I think that segment was truly outstanding. Like, I think nothing in any of these games was quite like the chapters we played as Haruka and Akiyama, for that matter.
Right, which are two of my favorite characters aside from Kiryu.
Akiyama also
Just from that one game.
I very much considered Akiyama for just a moment before I realized Haruka was the correct answer. But we love Akiyama in this house.
I mean, and that's saying something, that of all the really, really fantastic games we played this year, I still went back to Yakuza 5, and I did not give that game a 10 out of 10. But it is my number one pick for this year.
As long as you liked it better than Starfield.
I'm pretty sure I did. I don't remember my rating.
Probably wasn't a 6, so you're probably good.
No. I want to say it was an 8.
Didn't you originally give Starfield a 9?
I did.
You have a disease.
And now it's a 6. The number was upside down. I had to just
That's fine.
turn it around, fix it.
It happens to all of us.
Willie,
Of course.
it's your number one, bud.
So, I don't think I actually gave a lot of hints as to what I was going to put at number 1 this year, and I think there are a few things you guys think I might have picked, and you're wrong. It's the game I thought would be the perfect game if you asked my 7-year-old self what a video game should be. An entire galaxy to trade, to do combat, to spend time with your friends if you want to, or play alone if you must. The universe of Elite Dangerous is quite possibly the ultimate video game to me, and it is my game of the year, 2025.
I would have guessed Outer Wilds, so yeah, I would have been wrong.
Outer Wilds was great, but it won entirely on narrative and music. Like, as far as the actual gameplay goes, again, unfortunately it's a present you can only open once.
Yeah.
But damn, it was a beautiful present.
I guess that just leaves mine. Probably not going to surprise anybody. The gameplay is phenomenal. The characters are phenomenal. The story's phenomenal. You might as well call this game AJ Styles. My number one game for the year, man. Shout out to Logan.
Wow.
Truly. Thank you for making me play this game. It's Chained Echoes.
So in the
Literally,
end,
Chained Echoes is now.
in the end, we did get one sweep. One game hit all of our top threes.
Chained Echoes?
Chained Echoes.
Yeah. And I think, Willie, you had it at 3. 3.
Dalton had
Mick, you had it at 2.
Yep. And you had it at 1.
And I had it at 1. What do you know?
Blast off, boys. It was a brilliant game.
Yeah.
When you guys get to the very end of it and you see the ending, DM me and DM Logan. Because you're going to want to talk about
Logan
it.
has already volunteered his ear when that happens.
Yeah, I don't blame him. It's so beautifully told that it's now broken probably my top 10 games I've played ever.
Wow.
Story-wise. So, just phenomenal fucking game. Can't say enough good about it. If you have not played Chained Echoes, go play Chained Echoes.
If you have any affection whatsoever for late 16-bit, early 32-bit RPGs, you want to play Chained Echoes.
Yeah. I've been meaning to recommend it to Dave and Tyler. I think that they would, specifically Tyler, I think would really enjoy it.
They have RPG.
Dave is a Final Fantasy fan, so I think he would appreciate it too.
No, I know, but Tyler loves like Chrono Trigger, Earthbound, like those.
I was gonna say Earthbound is like one of his most prized possessions, man.
Yeah. Well, dude, that just leaves what are we looking to get to in 2026? I have a handful of games. You want me to spout through them, and you boys can get your lists ready?
I can go ahead and tell you what I've written down because it's pretty quick.
Oh yeah, please.
I want us to play Like a Dragon 7, 7.5, and 8, and I'd also like to play a Souls game. That's all I wrote.
All right. Fuck it, Mick, you go ahead. I'll go last.
I mean, there's a couple of RPGs that I just really want to finish.
Like a Dragon 7.
But here's the thing. Like, if we're going to start plowing through the Like a Dragon games, then I kind of want to leave some short ones on the list. I do want to see what I do want to see what Clear Obscure is all about, though. So I'm going to leave that one in as a long boy.
I almost feel like it's our duty as a podcast now that we've seen that game win so many awards. We kind of have to, you know?
I feel like that has to be on the list somewhere. I also want to give Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart a try. I want to find something cozy that we could do as a short game. And I would like to get to Live Alive if we can.
I'd also like to do Mega Bonk. I think we would be a fun episode because we wouldn't even have to play it very much. We would just freedom.
Yeah. Just to sate your curiosity from earlier, Willie, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart was the game that he and I were dancing around before we went live.
Okay.
And you were like, what the fuck are y'all talking about?
That's why you didn't react when he said Ratchet and Clank, because I thought, oh god, he just said one of his like tickle words.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, he was watching it the other night when he couldn't sleep. I popped in and I started playing Ratchet and Clank and he watched me play it.
Fuck, you literally told me that and I completely forgot it in between then and now. Yeah. You guys gave me the hints, that one little noodle just didn't get there.
All right. There's a few on mine that have been there. They've been there for a few years. This might be the year we knock some of them out, but games I hope to get to in 2026. The Elder Scrolls Oblivion.
Yeah.
Riven.
Oh, dude, that is on the fucking table for realsies now. I'm enthusiastic about wanting to play Riven.
Yeah, Riven. Siberia.
Yes, sir.
I don't know what that one is.
It's a point-and-click game. They recently just remastered it and like did a remake of it. I've read mixed things, so I might stick with the OG version. But it's like a 2000s era point-and-click game.
Okay.
Mortal Kombat, the NetherRealm Studios era.
Which are the NetherRealm games? Is that like 9 and up?
So the NetherRealm games is 9 and up. The last Midway game, if you don't count, which I don't, Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe.
I count Mortal Kombat 8.
Was Mortal Kombat Armageddon. That was the last Midway mainline Mortal Kombat title.
Okay.
I miss Midway.
Cyberpunk 2077.
I would love to play Cyberpunk.
I'm down.
Now that it's actually good.
Persona 3.
Ooh.
Good choice.
That's a juicy one. Music is amazing.
We already got a lot of long... Yeah, if we got a lot of long RPGs already, that might can wait till 27, but...
I will put an evoker in my mouth if we don't play it next year.
Critter Cove.
Yes.
Cozy
okay,
game.
so that was on your list.
And I don't know how you feel about cozy, campy, break the fourth wall RPGs, Mikolov, but I'd really like to get into Hyperdimension Neptunia 2.
Okay.
See, I I liked the Hyperdimension game that we played. I just never got around to finishing it.
I really enjoyed what we played Mega Dimension.
Mega Dimension, which was that's 2 games after this one. So this is the game Hyperdimension Neptunia 2 that introduces the Little Sisters.
Oh, wow, that's a huge... So, like, Lil Nep and... wow, yep. I didn't realize they weren't always part of it. Yeah, Nepgear, that's her name.
Nepgear, Ram, and Ram.
Ram and Ram.
Yeah.
I just call her Lil Nep because that's what her sister calls her.
Lil Nep. Like a kangaroo.
Like a bunny.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh, God.
Nep.
I didn't forget about that.
I still think that is the tune of Green Acres.
I sent you both a zip file earlier.
Oh, are we allowed to open our presents now?
You are now allowed to open it.
Well, we spoke of the devil, haven't we?
All right, opening it now.
Yay.
Will, you mentioned it earlier as something that we would like to get to eventually.
I did. Hooray.
This is the one that's delisted?
I am very curious as to why this is no longer available for purchase on Steam.
The start of an era.
I did source it down. It is the start of an era. Now, here's a little backstory for this game. Ooh, I hit my microphone. At the end...
I'm the only one who hasn't this episode. Let's fucking go, me!
At the end of Mortal Kombat Armageddon, everyone dies.
That's a good name for a game where everyone dies.
And in the beginning of the game that we are going to play is that final scene. Raiden, and this isn't spoilers, you're going to see this in the first 5 minutes, I promise. Raiden sends back a message to himself.
Oh, and then this is...
in Mortal Kombat 1.
times, right.
And then we play in this game through Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3, story-wise.
Wait, so is the cast like the cast from the old Mortal Kombat games? Like, is it going to have, like, Nightwolf and shit?
Yes. So we, boys, are starting our journey into the NetherRealm Studios era. We are going to play Mortal Kombat 9, the reboot.
I will be playing it on easy.
I also will be playing on an easy. I want us to play this for I mean, if you guys want to do towers and stuff, that's Mortal Kombat. But play the story, because the story continues in Mortal Kombat 10 and Mortal Kombat 11 into Mortal Kombat 1. And we can talk about the weird naming there when we get there. There's story reasons, but...
It's very strange that this game is also a reboot, because I know Mortal Kombat 1 is... I think Liu Kang became God at the end of 11 and basically remixed the universe?
Yep. Yeah, they redid it again. Huh. So yeah. So I when I saw that this was delisted on Steam, I checked my normal spots. Nowhere to be found. Fuck. So I did some Googling, found a wonderful gentleman who I won't name for, legal logistic reasons. I found him on Reddit. He has a Discord community where their whole thing is games that are what's the word I'm looking for? Abandonware.
Preservation.
Yeah. Abandonware.
Love me some game preservation.
So I joined that Discord, but he had provided the link on, not only did he provide a Google Drive link, he also provided a OneFitshare link, depending on what you wanted to do. So he had 2 different links for this game, and I downloaded it from him, and so you guys will be able to play it. Mikolov, I think you should be able to just drop that folder. So it is literally, you guys are going to take that folder, pull it out of the rare, double-click the exe, and the game will work.
Okay, so it's the Windows version you sent us.
Yeah, it should be easy to get going on one of your handhelds. You should be able to just slide it on there if you want to do it that way.
I should be able to install it through Lutris, then probably won't be a problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I think I could get it running on something.
There's not even an install.
No, I'm
like, you drop the game.
Yes, but I'm not on a Microsoft computer. I do not run exe files. Yeah. I need a
no, but you could probably add the. I was gonna say you could probably run the exe to Steam.
I'll just do it through Lutris. Lutris does great for those. Like
you could do it through Lutris too. But you could. I'm thinking I'm also thinking in Steam Deck terms.
Oh yeah, of course.
I'm
sure it'll run just fine on Steam.
The story, and that's why when we were looking up how long to beat, the story mode is like 8 hours.
That's why it's so different.
Everything else, you want to go complete all the towers, you want to do the test your mites and all of that shit, and unlock everything in the crypt. That's going to take you more like 80 to 100 hours.
Can I karate chop a gem rolled in half?
There are test your strength things in this game where you do the karate chopping and things. Yes.
So how do you get the whole story though? Do I have to play as everybody?
No.
Oh, that's a great question.
No. So the way story mode works is it'll be like, for instance, I think the first fight that you do is as Johnny Cage.
Okay, they actually have a full blown story mode where you play as all the characters.
Yeah, and it rotates. Like, so you'll do those scenes, and then it might cut to another scene, and then suddenly you're Raiden in a fight, and then the next scene you might be Sub-Zero, just depending. There's like little chapters of it.
So was this game ever like an arcade game, or did they specifically make it to have like a home single player campaign?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
This is after.
You said after Midway.
I think they stopped doing that with Midway. Yeah. I think they stopped doing the arcades. Yeah.
I miss Midway, dude. Ballet and Midway Williams was a hell of a company, man. Some of my favorite pinball tables of all time.
I have a VHS around somewhere that has just a bunch of Midway advertisements on it, and one of them,
cool.
like a big thing about Mortal Kombat mythologies, and then talked about like Rampage and some other games like that. Rampage, classic, love those games, dude.
Yeah,
they had that Rampage revival for the N64 that I remember people really loved at the time.
And I saw a scene the other day. I heard the movie's not great, but I saw a scene from the Rampage movie the other day between The Rock and the gorilla character. I can't remember. George? Yeah, George. Fucking funny. I'm not going to lie. This particular scene was fucking funny.
I have never heard anyone say anything good about the movie Rampage, but I do believe you.
Oh, yeah. The Rock was looking at George and he's like, I just saw you open and close your eyes. Are you pretending to be dead? This is not the time to play around. And the monkey starts fucking laughing. The big ass monkey starts laughing. And he's like, God damn it, George. What is it? And he points to the girl and he goes, she's a friend. She's a friend. And he like does the hand signal, for friend. And Rock goes, yes, friend. And then the George goes, which listeners, you can't see the finger in the hole with the hands. And Rock goes, no, bad. No, don't do that. Which again, the monkey starts laughing his ass off. And the girl goes, I'm going to go now or whatever. And she walks away and the Rock looks back at him and winks and then follows her. And George is like, thumbs up. Yeah. So I was like, okay, that's a funny scene. I can't judge the whole movie on that, but that was a funny scene.
That's fine. I like it. I'm trying to remember the name of the monsters from Rampage. Because, George was the gorilla. Lizzie was the Godzilla.
George, Lizzie,
what was the other one?
I forget the werewolf.
Yeah, there was a wolfman. He's probably just named fucking Ralph or some shit based on them having normal ass.
It is Ralph.
Wait,
oh my God. It is Ralph.
What?
Yeah,
you said that. I'm about to look it up and I'm going to double check, but it is Ralph. I swear. Rampage character names.
Cannot believe this shit.
Yeah, the monsters from Rampage.
Lizzie was the Godzilla. George was the monkey. I know that's true.
George, male gorilla. Lizzie, female lizard. Ralph, male wolf.
I cannot believe this shit.
Larry is a mouse from the Atari Lynx version only.
Huh. Yeah, I don't think I know anyone who has ever played the Atari Lynx version. Even you, a Sega 8-bit owner, never played Atari Lynx.
Yeah, I did have Rampage World Tour, which had a character in it named Vern, Vern, with a period after each one, so it stood for something. It was an abomination.
World Tour was the one I was thinking of.
And then Eustace,
the one that was for the N64 and the PlayStation. That was a good one.
Universal Tour?
No, just World Tour. It was the one for the
World Tour. Yeah,
that was PlayStation.
World Tour was one of the first ones I played, but then I went back and played the original arcade one as well.
I'll be honest, I was never
I might emulate that tonight.
Never a big fan of the Rampage games, just because it felt like you always seem to just be taking damage for no real reason because you're big and clunky and shit. But I like the idea of they're fun.
I have a Midway tabletop arcade machine that was gifted me for Christmas one year. I think my wife bought it for me.
Okay.
It's tabletop. Like, you sit there, you put your drink on it, and you...
Oh, like the cocktail tables? Like the
it's Pac-Man cocktail table, yeah.
That's so cool.
But it's a Midway collection. So it's got Mortal Kombat 2. In fact, Mortal Kombat 2 is the artwork.
Nice. Good choice.
And it's got other games on it, like Joust... Joust, Tubin, and Rampage. And my son played Rampage for the first time on that, and he loves that game.
It's a good time for kids, man. Just punch, smash, eat people. They scream, and you go belch.
Yes.
And the kids are like, ha ha! Yeah, dude, it's fucking fantastic.
It's a very kid humor game. I love it. I mean, again, like, I'm not a huge fan of the game personally, but I see why people like it. Like, it's definitely... Yeah. If you can put your mind in the right state, you can have so much fun with that shit.
But he loved that I climbed a building and just went down the building going punch, 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 and I would just take out the whole side of the building. And then I would jump up to the top of the other side, go punch, 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 and I would just take out the building like real quick. Oh, he thought that was the best thing ever.
It's so good. Yeah.
All right, man. Well, we will be back at the beginning of the year. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, sometimes destroying shit in video games is super satisfying. And I was about to, almost bring up our own category. Yeah. What are some games you guys like to destroy things in?
All right, it's 1:20 a.m. Take us home, Dalton.
Yeah, let me do this real quick, man. So that brings us to, we'll be starting off the year with Mortal Kombat 9, or otherwise known as Mortal Kombat Definitive Edition. join us for that. If all goes well, this will be coming out on Christmas. So Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to everyone listening.
We appreciate you coming by. Thank you for stopping by. If it's your Christmas, if it's your New Year's, any other holiday.
Or Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah. Actually, I think Hanukkah will have passed by the time this releases, because I think it's the second night today.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think Hanukkah started yesterday, but that's beside the point. Just happy holidays and
yeah.
a Happy New Year to everyone. If you would do us a favor and leave us a review wherever you get your podcasts, iTunes or Spotify specifically, it really helps us out in the algorithm, helps more people find the show. We're really bad at promoting, so algorithm and word of mouth are best friends. Do that over in iTunes and Spotify. Leave a 5-star review with some words on it. I will read it out on the show.
Telling your friends is the best thing you can do for us, because, again, that's how I got to this show, was people telling me about it just from, again, being told about it themselves. So, it's a pyramid scheme.
Yes, sir.
If you tell enough people,
I'm
we'll make
here
you a host.
because Willie told me about it.
That's genuinely true. We just randomly were catching up after a long time ago because we were old friends in another online community. I told him about the show. He started listening. Next thing you know, he's part of the community.
And if you want to join that community, bit.ly/TSMP Discord, all capital letters, that'll get you an invite in, and you can come join in on the shenanigans, vote on the polls for the fan-picked games, or listener-picked games. I always say fan because it's a shorter word, but listener-picked games. And just the general shenanigans, man. We've got almost 100 people in there now. It's like, not everyone's active, I'll give them that, but they all get the information that they need in there. And some hilarity to go with it. Check out the website, bit.ly/The Steam Machine Podcast, capitalized phonetically. You want to donate to the show, patreon.com/The Steam Machine Podcast. Donate $1 or more a month, gets you the episodes early and the banter on the normal episodes at the beginning. That's just for the patron section. $10 a month will get you all of that, plus your name read on each and every episode, like these wonderful people. Nate Sir Cogsworth, the 7th of Juniper, Jeff the Original Expendable, Mr. Syllables, Old Jeffy Lube, the RPG Wolverine, Logan Jareed, Eraser Adams, shout out to his podcast, Spectre Approved, Team Retro, check him out over on the YouTubes, Mr. Puzzles, Dane himself, and Flying Brian Doran Gray. You are all very, very much appreciated.
If you've never seen Dalton do that, by the way, it is such a treat. He takes this huge breath in wind up for it, and then he does it all like Your Horoscope for Today by Weird Al Yankovic. Just one big burst of sounds.
Yeah. I'll plug it. There's nothing new up there yet, but I am putting a couple designs together in my head. So if either of you have any designs for shirts or things like that, tsmpproductions.threadless.com. I thought about a shirt with at the breast of it being the Mikolov disappointed face, and on the back of it just says "God damn it, Dalton." Like, I've thought about that as a shirt. The new logo needs a shirt. So yeah, there's a few things that I'm going to put up there. So we'll touch on that another time. It's getting late, boys. We'll be back at the beginning of the year to talk about Mortal Kombat 9. We all love you, everybody. Mikolov, plug your stuff real quick before I forget.
Hopefully, if you're listening to this, it will be Christmas Day, which means the Team Retro Christmas Special will also be live on YouTube. So go ahead and take that a look and drop a sub.
All right. And Willie, you got anything you want to plug here at the end, bud?
Absolutely. Happy 2025. Happy Christmas. Thank you so much for being here with us. And if you get a chance, and this is Christmas Day where you live, consider checking out the Team Retro Christmas Special.
And also watch some Wallace and Gromit. And until then, everybody, take it easy.